How goes it, everyone? Hope everyone's doing groovy. I think I am. I'm doing pretty good. Work was a little annoying, but it's all right. I'm here now. Before we get cracking on the other lolcows, I said I was going to watch the daily wrap from yesterday. Apparently, it was fairly tame because I didn't see it get reposted and shared all over the place. So I'm ready for disappointment. But I hope the rest of you all are excited. We got 3 jokers at least to cover. We've got LTG, 6 Erkin, and Daniel Lord. And I'm not really excited about covering Boogie, but covering him too. So that's fun. Let's get cracking with DSP's daily wrap, though, from yesterday.
Tuesday, the 23rd of July, 2024. My apologies if my eyes are burning.
Or Tuesday, anyway.
I got issues with my throat all of a sudden at the end of the stream here.
I'm sorry I'm making all these gross noises.
I think my allergies hit me.
Already, Lackey Bracky?
Because my eyes watered up and I started to cough. I'm like, oh, how annoying.
Accelerate.
You know what reminds me is that tomorrow on my day off, I need to clean all the filters and all the air conditioners in the house.
He's not going to do this.
They blasted for 2 weeks straight.
He's not going to do that.
Heat wave that we had here.
Not going to happen.
And I haven't cleaned them since. So I bet that they're filthy. So I will have to do that tomorrow.
How's it going, Void?
But anyway, welcome to the Daily Wrap.
How fantastic is that? That's such a professional for you. He starts up his video complaining about his physical health. I'm disgusting. My throat hurts. My eyes aren't working correctly. They drop my inputs. I've got to change out the filters. I'm sick. Anyway, let's talk about the gameplay.
Today was Fighting Game Fiesta.
Thank you, Logan. I appreciate it.
Fighting games all day long, although it was completely different kinds of fighting games for variety. You know, instead of just doing Street Fighter 6, there was a new game that came out during Evo called SVC Chaos. It's SNK versus Capcom from 2003. It was SNK's time to use the Capcom IP in a video game they made, just like Capcom had done with Capcom versus SNK 1 and 2. It is a very silly game.
Is it? Oh, because he's losing.
Kinds of crazy over-the-top fighting game characters in it, like the Mars people
Guile
from Metal Slug, a Hell Demon from Ghosts and Goblins, or is it Ghouls and Ghosts? Whichever one.
Doesn't matter, man. It's all the same.
Dimitri from Darkstalkers.
Don't trouble yourself over this.
It's got Earthquake from Samurai Showdown, a ginormous dude. It's got
My feet are fine.
Strike, but then it's got like regular characters like Ryu and Ken.
Regular characters, not characters from Samurai Showdown. Those characters are weird.
It was fun because there's so many characters in the game. Just playing it for 3 hours, you saw all this variety, of
yeah, you'll probably never see that variety again.
Game. I was just learning it.
The meta, you know.
And I won a ton of matches just because I have good fundamentals in fighting games, and I played SNK games from that era.
I mean, Bone Storm?
So
Never.
I know kind of the basics of what I'm doing.
The game's toxified.
The advanced parts of the game engine. So a few people did and completely destroyed.
He's not going to cry at all this time, is he?
Wild. Once you know what you're doing, I have no clue what I'm doing.
Metal Slug.
It was good stuff. If you want to see hyper deformed versions of Street Fighter.
Lackey Bracky, I know you might find this amusing. They just added something new to Gundam Battle Operation 2. So now there's 5-star rarity suits. DSP is 1 star ahead of me.
Fighter characters
in his game.
Absolutely silly and gameplay that's wild and wacky, but still kind
of. Yeah, this dude
and
keeps touching himself. It's some sort of weird physical grounding he does, Jay.
3 hours of all online play. I did no offline play at all.
Like when people self-soothe.
I just jumped right online and played the game against people in lobbies all day long. And it was pretty fun.
That game kicks ass, Andy.
So that was the day stream. The night stream tonight was Street Fighter 6, and I said, you know, instead of just doing Bison, let's instead jump into other characters. So
character, singular.
On Friday night in the lobby that I had done with other people that were all casual matches, and I actually liked playing with them. I was like, oh man, I'm craving more Dalsim. I haven't used them in a while.
Character.
So tonight I used them for about half an hour, maybe 40 minutes of casual play, and then about roughly just under 2 hours of ranked play.
Yeah, how'd it go?
Best night of Dalsim I've ever had.
Yeah, you were getting your ass kicked.
Playing at high level with Bison, that now I've got that level of stuff going on in my head.
No.
And now I'm getting better. So
now he says everyone else is fake and ingenuine and a fraud, and they're just lying to you, and et cetera, et cetera. How can a guy play a fighting game stream 2 hours of nonstop griping, complaining, whining, justifying, rationalizing, all of those things, and then afterwards say, yeah, it went really well. If that happened to anyone else and DSP saw it, he would say this person's a fraud. He would say, how can you complain the whole night and then say it's good? That just means he's trying to shield his own streams. He's trying to trick you into thinking that it's positive and shield content when it's clearly not. DSP has this weird disconnect where he can be as fake as he wants and just feel that he's cool. He's genuine, man.
I'm playing with Dalsim, and after one match where I got completely wrecked,
if you hear me crying this much, I'm done. I'm done with the game.
And then I start going 2-1 in sets. I was like, oh, let's go to rank. And I continued to win. Like, my Dalsim had lost a ton of points.
How's it going, the one weights?
I want to say it was like at 1430, 1440. We got him above 1500 tonight. And I was like, wow, this is great. I'm getting better. And I did. They're great sets. And let me tell you something. Tonight, good players. I only fought maybe 2 flowcharters. Seriously. There was a Ken, a 1600 point Ken. He was effing
They
good.
were only respectable because you beat them,
He was reacting. He was using tactics.
Everyone else is using.
What I was doing
How is rushing your ass down and not letting you press a button not a tactic? How is a blitzkrieg not a tactic? How is an overwhelming pressure not a tactic? DSP doesn't understand what a tactic is. He thinks that it's a set of pre-established rules, and you can only pick one of those pre-established rules. If you go for no rules and just go nuts, that's not technically a tactic. DSP reminds me of the United Kingdom's military strategy in the 1700s. You know, back during the American Revolution, everyone formed nice, orderly lines and exchanged volleys, and then we switch them out, bring in the next group of idiots, fire, okay, switch them out, okay, that dude died, okay, replace, etc., etc., etc. Yeah, exactly. And this is the commander of the Gout forces right here, just confused, having a good time. And, you know, you very, very organized. And now, if you try to do something crazy like snipe my commander, well, that's not honorable, dude. You're basically a pattern player. You're not playing war correctly. I don't care. I don't care. I'm gonna gun your ass down in the middle of the field with a sniper rifle. What are you gonna do about it? DSP was that commander. These undignified gentlemen just shooting from the woods. That's not right.
Doing a stupid online pattern. And he was very entertaining to fight, and I had zero problem losing to him. And in fact, most people tonight were quite good. That's what I mean. Like, this was a good set with Dalsim.
Guerrilla tactics are undignified.
And I really had a great time.
You don't actually win.
The audience, sadly, was much less than we usually get. Usually we get 400 plus for Street Fighter. We barely had 300.
Because you were doing too good, DSP. No one wanted to show up
really that
and
good.
be shamed.
$16 in tips. However, super chats were actually decent. So I guess it kind of makes up for it.
You got 2 super chats.
It seems like Street Fighter 6 is hit or miss these days. Like, sometimes I'll do a stream that's great, and other times not so much.
You say that about all of your content, DSP?
And now today I played it.
Exactly, Bill Brasky.
Oh, the SVC.
He thinks it's or if not turn-based strategy, he thinks it's Mega Man Battle Network.
But anyway, it was still good. Like, I'm actually happy. If you want to see good Dalsim gameplay, some close matches. I mean, there were matches going down to the wire, almost timing over. I'm serious.
Because you were dragging your ass.
Away. You have to play so safe and not make mistakes, and that's how I had to do it to win these matches against people. I'm like, oh my god.
He's not going to cry about the money. I'm done. Goodbye, Phil. All right, we're moving on to LTG real quick. This is a pretty short video. A little bit of backstory. This is Dale was watching Evo, and he was complaining about Evo again because he always complains about Evo because they banned him. A while back, they banned LTG from talking in their official stream chat for Evo, and I'm sure that they've got him just priority banned across the board. And he was very upset about it. In fact, he did something that he said he never does, and he played the race card. He said that the only reason that Capcom keeps him banned is because he's black. That's the only reason. Not because he has a history of being a bad person, or being toxic, or being divisive, or not creating a positive environment, or he's a poor sport. No. It's because he's black. Again, this is very ironic because Dale has gone on numerous rants, whether you agree or not, that to even use the race card shows that you've admitted defeat. But you got to understand, with narcissists, the rule book is always different for themselves. They are allowed to do the very things that they're criticizing because obviously they're special.
One more time, bro, these acting like I really did something like overly bad.
This was
that shit was
during the Evo
years ago.
Recently. Whoa, look at this dude. Got a weird gentleman on the left there. Why does his face come to a point? I'm sorry, I don't mean to bully you. I'm not trying to bully your physical characteristics.
Check this out.
Okay.
Look, check this out.
This guy has a very sharp face. It's weird. Anyway.
like role play. It's like it's all slow, and then all of a sudden it gets aggro out of nowhere. Filling it out, man. We've been watching the tapes.
Yo, check this out. Look, check this out.
I'm checking. What are we checking?
Oh, who's first?
Yep, banned. Oops.
Let's go try run quicker.
Sure,
I didn't even
Zambi.
typed in here to get banned. Your unbanned request made at 10:58 a.m. at August 6, 2023 was denied. So some ugly fat squeegee to mods.
What a drop, though, unfortunately.
So he missed the DP right there. He got medium fireball instead. And
Literally denied it like I just did something so critical.
I think medium fireball happens sometimes.
Yeah, man.
That's a special level of irony. This dude will ban you for any reason whatsoever, or even no reason whatsoever. If you laugh or you have a period at the end of your sentence and he doesn't like it, that's confirmed. He's banned people for that. Your ass is gone. And he has no remorse. You don't get shit. You don't get unbanned. You get to sit outside the stream chat and masturbate to him and just like it there. Meanwhile, Dale gets banned, and it's basically racism. Furthermore, he kind of proves the point as to why he got banned, because he immediately launches into whomever banned him or whoever turned down his ban request. It's some fat nerdy squeegee, which I like that. Dale has this a lot. Dale is very how do I put it? He's very sound and visceral with his grammar. Squeegee, even though that is a physical object that exists and has a definitive use, he likes the sound of the word. And so he uses that word to describe something that is reminiscent of that sound. And so he uses squeegee for basically nerd, which I find fun. He does this a lot with a lot of different words. But yeah, so this person was a piece of shit who kept him banned. So thankfully, he's just going to stay banned.
For typing LTG the legend. You see what I'm talking about? There's some pussy bitch ass that's probably watching my stream too. One of these
That's right.
Pussy ass.
Right,
mods,
Evo
yo.
guys are watching your stream, DSP. Black DSP, I apologize.
Whichever one of you mods is watching my stream from Evo, fuck you.
Oh, you sure proved your
Bitch
point.
ass motherfucker.
You know what? I agree. I'll unban you then.
Act like I did something detrimental 4.5 years later. Suck a dick, bitch. That's what I'm saying. These niggas acting like I did something crazy. And nigga, I said a random comment on my stream 4.5 years ago. They unbanned the other person for using racial.
Keep in mind that they made an apology. To this date, Dale has still not apologized for what he said. I'm sorry this was brought up if you were supporting me. I'd also like to apologize to the black community for casually throwing racial slurs around. If this made you feel differently about me, I'm sorry. Yeah, and that's really Dale's thing. It's Dale, I guess it's sort of a character strength, but also really not, because you see that this is what it gets you, is that Dale will never really deviate from his plan. He's a very dependable guy when it comes to what it is he wants to do. And what it is he wants to do is say slurs. And no one's going to stop him. Nothing on this planet or anything else is going to make him regret saying slurs. Which, I mean, that is some dedication, but this is what you get for it. You just stay banned.
Racial remarks. Literally,
You
a year
can
later,
leave. Yeah.
kept me banned.
You can leave.
Now Momochi has no gauge to defend himself.
remember
He's
that.
out of burnout though.
I don't even think that person plays Street Fighter 6 no more.
I mean, yes, Cobain, he is uneducated. How's it going, Nothroko?
Walks all the way under. Look at the patience. Momochi just walked his
He
way
clips the
under,
FGC. That's why they
out the corner.
banned him.
Now
They're
look at
envious.
the position he's in here.
Who wouldn't be envious of this aura?
Yeah, exactly.
That cat
right?
tree.
Now he gets the round. He literally just moved the joystick forward and got out of there. One apiece, one round apiece.
These niggas act like I just did some crazy shit in society. I'm literally a free man with a clean record.
I don't know about all that.
And these niggas act like I just did something. Like I just beat bitches on my own time.
Oops. Oh, shit.
Committed armed robberies.
Oops.
Grand larceny, scheme niggas. Hard people.
How's it going, Arkham?
Rogged out in fucking in public. Like,
Parry, that's the throw. Up in
Dale
the
did
set.
technically
He's
rog
niggas
out in
act
public.
like I S8 motherfuckers.
With confidence. Momochi.
Bro, whoever's modding that Evo chat, you're a fucking bitch. Fuck you. Pussy ass nigga.
Again, I want to reiterate, because it's always worthy of reiteration. This guy will ban you for no reason whatsoever. If you win, you are banned. But this guy insists that he didn't do enough to be banned. What if that person is no, you know what, Dale? What if they're like this? What if the mods of Evo were inspired by the illustrious individual that is Dale Emmanuel Wilson. And it kind of goes back to what I say about DSP, is you're not actually allowed to be DSP. Because if you are DSP, DSP will ban you. It's likewise with Dale. You're not allowed to be Dale. Otherwise, you're a piece of shit. Maybe what happened is that Dale laughed and the mods didn't like it and they banned him. That's justifiable. That's completely reasonable, according to Dale. Because when he bans someone, it's okay.
That's where your power resides, in that fucking mod ship bullshit ass chat.
That's how you feel, Dale. That's how you feel. You feel power from banning people because you've got nothing going on in your life.
Zero in real life. You're a worthless fucking zero, you bitch ass motherfucker. I know you're watching my stream, you bitch ass.
Well, I don't think you're gonna get your ban appeal
now. As soon as you turn off this motherfucking stream, you're worthless than a motherfucker. Nobody gives a fuck about you, fucking Evo mod. You fucking.
Oh wow, we went
squeegee.
DSP territory.
Fuck you, and I mean that. Fuck you.
You know that bitch ass niggas watching my stream. So
Yeah.
as you guys type it,
They might be.
all of a sudden, oh, we see the 3 letters OTG.
We out of range. We're gonna hold this lead.
What I do? Fuck one of your bitches? I doubt it. For one, you probably don't have bitches. For two, I wouldn't fuck one of your ugly ass bitches if you did.
Okay, well,
Gut having motherfucker.
I'm glad you're saying all
One of
this
them
here because you
ugly
can't
ass
say it in
niggas
their
with a
chat.
beard
Ack.
with dandruff on the collar. Bro, you already know the mod in that fucking stream.
This dude is
literally
griping
a
all over
fucking
this
straight up
tournament.
squeegee,
Shut up.
bro. I know for a fact it's a swagless, worthless, NPC ass squeegee. I promise you.
Does it make you feel good to say this, Dale? Yeah, bans forever now, Coving.
Banning and timing niggas for using an LTG emote. You fucking squeegee ass nigga.
By the way, you get banned from Dale's chat if you use incorrect emotes. If you mention people that he doesn't like, you get banned. If you bring up Imo, if you bring up Elena, if you bring up Viscount, if you bring up June, if you bring up DSP, if you bring up any of these characters, ban on site immediately. And no appeals whatsoever. But Dale doesn't understand that someone else could have the same rules, and often for better reason than he could ever have. So yeah, LTG is probably a banned phrase. So anyone who says it is probably just automatically timed. Because he is a toxic individual and they don't want to see him in any way associated with it. It's the same rule set, Dale. Except that this time it actually makes sense.
Yo, these motherfuckers are literally trying to take
Right,
away
Coving.
you guys' free will for typing an emoji in a chat.
Yeah, Void, I've seen him ban someone for asking what kind of music
Resub,
that he was
Cassius Lucian
playing.
Show. Shout out for the... What is that?
Without a gifted sub, of course.
Shout out for the 9 months, bro.
He wants that level 2 real bad. He look like training buddies for down there. Oh, that's definitely enough. But we're gonna tie this up. Yes, we will. And we are going to the final.
It was that guy on the left. Look at that
You
squeegee.
said remove the controller emote? Wait, hold on. What controller emote?
What does that mean?
I had a controller emote?
How do you not know what your own emotes are?
Sing it out to try to make it for that shot against Big Bird. Nice. And he gets the
Exactly,
other side,
Cobain.
unfortunately, because
You Dale
Dan,
is
which one
very
you talking
honest
about?
with it. If you haven't paid me money, you don't exist.
Wait, they got rid of that shit again?
And even then, probably still could get banned.
Oh, no, it's there.
they're a little weak, but wow.
Dale got distracted. He was screaming and yelling a couple seconds ago. What happened? Good games, Dale. Oh, I got banned. Yeah, exactly, Stefan.
Yeah, they got that shit blacklisted.
He missed DP, but it actually got him onto the jump.
Let's
Don't ever
be
say
real
good
here,
games
guys.
to
The
me.
only reason I'm still banned is because I'm black.
There you go.
If you're somebody from a different community, you could be unbanned quickly. But when you're a nigga,
I thought you said you weren't
anything's
one of those.
justifiable.
So bad here. He's going to be forced on a burnout.
And usually I'm not.
Who was the tournament winner? Who won? It was a black dude, right? So what the hell is this guy even talking about? No, Dale, they're against New Age blacks, of which you happen to be the only member. And that's, I guess, considered nano-racism, if you're against a race that has one single member. I don't know. I gotta talk to someone about
Not the
that.
type of person that uses race for anything, but let's be real. It's just because I'm a nigga, honestly.
Right, there.
Oh,
It's
he's
obvious
a bad
that.
black guy.
He is a negative black individual. Well, I mean, you are.
LTG's done so many bad things. Well, like what?
Also, again, this is his rules as well. If you're a disagreeable black person in his chat, you're banned. If you are black and he does not like you, banned. It doesn't even matter if you say anything. If you have a profile picture and you're black, gone. If you speak into the microphone while he's playing and you sound black, you're gone. So how is this any different? Again, Dale, all you're doing is experiencing life inside LTG's chat.
You know what I'm
And he's
saying?
not a fan.
Like what?
Great combo, yeah.
Oh, you know this guy's black. What does that mean? Oh God, it's this guy. All right, well, thank you for that introduction, Boogie. Okay, so this is Boogie's tantrum, and I don't really fully know the context of this. I know I try not to follow Boogie. He's so lame. He's the lamest character on the internet. So it's he got outed for lying about his cancer, and I assume he has a very measured response to it. You've heard of microaggressions, now get ready for a nanoaggression. Yeah, I just want to hurt one individual person. Is that a thing?
Because I don't want to destroy someone's life. Because I don't want to destroy somebody's life. I don't want to destroy somebody's life. Because
Oh,
I don't want
shit.
to destroy somebody's life.
Regardless.
We're about to go beast mode.
I'm so happy. I hate this. I hate it. I hate this show. Don't have the
Let's go.
tip off.
Oh my lord. Hey, Trevin, I'll have you know that DSP had tons of black friends, so it's cool. This is a pretty good intro. I like Dragon Ball. Pretty good show. This guy's not so cool. Though. I
I'm
don't
kind
like
of
him.
numb.
Why are you numb? Why are you numb?
Because it's better than being a crazy person.
What has you to the point where you feel like you need to be a crazy person?
I don't know. What's the point of anything?
Or what you need to use it for? Like I said, you
I
should
agree,
be
Avalanche.
afraid of
It's pretty good.
Mudahar. You should be afraid of Mudhar's fan base. It's the people that's in his fan
Yeah.
base that might
He
do
died.
things.
Sweet.
What's the point? If you're going to sit here and just be gloom, what's the point of picking the phone call up? Why'd you come?
I was
That's
told to,
kind
so
of-
I'm here. I
It's
don't know.
kind of on you,
What do you
Wings.
want
You
me
do
to
that
do?
too.
You do everything you're told to?
Cover myself in Nutella right now. Yeah, pretty
No,
much.
this is what you should do. This is what you should do. This
What's
is the
up?
best advice I can
We
give you.
don't have
Please,
any Nutella. We have peanut butter. Would that be good enough?
please listen to me.
Yeah, please shut up.
Not
Please,
peanut butter.
please
Shut
listen to
up!
the words I'm about to say, Boogie. This is literally the best advice I can give you. From this moment on, it feels like rock bottom. So why don't
Oh, I got some advice too. Where is it?
Your life is nothing. You serve zero purpose. You should kill yourself now.
I mean, on Arc, obviously.
you just empty out the closet?
How's it going, Willy
grab
Wonka?
every skeleton in there and throw it out to the world. Just tell everyone the truth about everything. Come clean on anything that may be wrong or might be manipulation throughout your history. Like this whole thing where you don't want to talk about the conflicts of the statements of your abuse is so silly to me.
Yeah, Emo Howling
This is
Wolf has
a
some pretty
golden
intense
opportunity
freakouts.
for you to set the record straight and have a fresh start.
Dude screaming and
already-
looking at the
I tried
trash
to
can for
explain
his
to you
used
that I
diapers.
mentally cannot
Really,
handle
really
that,
insane
and
shit.
I don't know why you won't listen. I cannot do that. I mentally cannot do that. On a good day, I could not do that.
Wait,
Don't
we
listen.
can't do
You're
what?
already
I tried to explain to you that I mentally cannot handle that, and I don't know why you won't listen. I cannot do that. I
can't tell the
mentally
truth.
Cannot
It
do
hurts
that. On
me.
a good day, I could not do that. I cannot have Destiny.
I'm never really sure with Keemstar. I can never really read this dude. But in some ways, I feel like Keemstar is a fairly well put together lolcow, and that he is basically in many ways like Boogie. I feel that Keemstar can't help but get involved with stupid shit that he doesn't really want to be involved with, but he's addicted to it. He's addicted to stupidity. He's kind of like Steve-O, but instead of drugs, he's addicted to shame and pity. And I can see it right here in his eyes. A part of him really wishes he had never done that stupid shit. He wishes that he had never been involved in this stupid ass lolcow live shit. But
And
he's
Charlie
here.
in here telling me that I'm lying about the abuse that I had when I was a child. I can't do it.
I didn't
can't
imagine
do
having
it.
such.
If you're
Exactly.
not lying about it,
No
then
love
why
for
does it
himself at all.
matter?
Because I don't want to revisit it. It was tough enough the first time. It was tough enough.
You can't be that way, but you just revisited it just like a month ago.
It's a little different.
That's true,
It's a
Dwayne.
little
How's it
different
going,
when
Adam?
it's Destiny coming in saying you're a liar. Prove that your dad made you jump off. Prove it. Prove something that happened in
Well, you can't-
1983.
you-
Prove it. Prove it.
you
If you
can't
don't
prove
prove it, it can't happen. If you can't prove it, it didn't happen. I can't do that.
I think another thing that frustrates me with Boogie is that Boogie's lying follows a very, very simple trajectory. And It is, I will do something bad, get exposed for it, and then say, dude, I had a bad childhood. Oh, okay. You know what? I'll give that to you. Your childhood probably did suck. I think most people's childhood isn't the best. But how is it that everyone else can act so much more decent? Or at the very least confront their previous abuse mentally and say, okay, I want to be above that to some degree. But only Boogie seems to allow himself to do whatever the hell he wants at all times and then say, well, dude, my mom beat me. Okay. So it's cool then. It's cool that what you're doing is okay because your mom hit you. That's how is this supposed to work? Do you think Destiny is a lolcow?
I can't prove something that happened in 1983. I didn't have a cell phone in my pocket.
Okay, but you told me why some of the stories are inconsistent.
I'm being,
Yes. Why don't you just
understating
tell the
it.
audience?
I don't want to destroy a human life. Because I don't want to destroy someone's life.
Oh shit!
Because I don't want to destroy somebody's life. Because I don't want to destroy somebody's life. Because I don't want to destroy somebody's life.
Game, this is your fault.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. I'll
you just
destroy
sat
mine
here.
all day. I'll destroy mine all day. I'll destroy mine all day.
I hope
and my
so. I hope
dad
Jade
is
is
dead,
okay.
and my mom is dead. I'll talk about those
Yeah,
pieces until they rot.
Yeah, but
I will
Dad
not
and
talk
Desi
about
aren't dead.
still alive. I will not. We've talked about it. We made an agreement.
I have
and
such
I'm
a hard
not gonna
time
do
following
that
him. What's
for
he even
Internet
saying?
Cloud. I'm not going to do that so the Keemstar can off to it. No, thank you. We're not here
Yes,
for the audience to get off
We
on
understand that you talk
destroying
loud.
somebody's life. It's goddamn Internet Cloud.
But I really don't understand what's going on. This just seems like a random word generator. What's he even screaming about? Whose life is getting ruined here? And this is where I don't understand the context. What exactly is he talking about? And I'm hoping that it eventually becomes clear, but it doesn't look like it's going to.
This is not a topic I will cover for Internet Cloud.
Exactly,
Talk about
Trevin.
that copper. Here's what I'm trying to talk to you about, Mr.
What?
Talk Loud.
What's that?
Is you don't want to destroy anybody's life, but what happens when you self-delete yourself and Desi has to witness it or find your big fat carcass?
All these
Go back to your parents.
who jerked their do it.
Yeah, but you're destroying people's lives regardless. You're going against the thing. Don't get off that fucking soapbox.
Boogie, stop. The screaming and yelling isn't helping you, and it isn't.
I'll whisper it.
This is cringe, dude. This is embarrassing. I don't like watching this.
This was the conversation last night.
Not yet.
Exactly, Stefan.
Let me do my goddamn job.
Yugi,
I'll
quit
tell
your
you when the time
meltdown and
comes.
duel me.
Yeah, he's got a backup plan that where if we bring up the abuse, they're going to cut the power to his computer.
All right, that's a good idea.
If I get out of control, my caretakers, both of
shut
them,
my
are
door.
just
My wife's
standing
watching
right
the show.
here.
Exactly, Trevin. I'm really not
No,
getting it.
to not let me get out of control. So before it gets bad enough, they're going to take care of the problem.
The way he's pointing up there, I assume they have some sort of ceiling-mounted turret with tranquilizer darts. And they are going to need quite a few darts to subdue this guy. I'm thinking close to 7 or 8.
All right, then can you calm down so they don't have to turn the camera off? How about that?
No. Take him out.
Go fuck yourself. I will divulge no more medical information to any of you motherfuckers.
This is you ain't got to tell me what it is. Like there's a bevy of
Yourself.
Oh,
Go
God.
fuck yourself.
I'm so
because you need to be on an SSRI
Bro,
because like
just
you
stop.
should not have this emotion.
Wings. Stop.
Exactly,
Just stop.
Winchester.
Just stop.
They're floating around in a
we gotta handle
helicopter.
This with kid gloves. Wings, you're playing bad cop a little too hard. Boogie, why don't you just take the mic and say what you want to say about this whole situation?
There you go.
God,
I'm glad you asked.
Happy. I hate this. I hate it. I hate this show. I hate breathing air. I hate being alive.
How come I don't
I'm so
hold
much
back?
pain. I can't stand it anymore. I can't stand this. I can't stand this. I've ruined my.
Yeah, maybe,
life.
Irie.
I just
Maybe the
wanna be
tranquilizer dart is about the size of a 2-liter
But
bottle.
you haven't.
Just stop.
You haven't ruined
Wings,
your life.
Wings, shut up. Just give the guy a minute.
All right.
Wings, come on.
All right, you get it all out of your system,
All right,
Boogie. You'll feel
listen,
better.
I need you to actually
Exactly,
calm
Sammy.
down. No more yelling. All right. We get how you're feeling. You've
been
described
exposed
it
and been
very-
stupid.
Stop asking me.
I'm not asking you how you're feeling. I asked you. I said
I don't really know. That's a good question, Trevin. I want to answer this real quick. I really don't know how the dynamic would change if DSP was here. Part of me wonders if they would just dump on DSP so hard he would leave, because in the event that DSP was on the show, he would eventually just leave because he would get annoyed with it, because he doesn't feel the sense of power. All these dudes have, well, maybe not Keemstar's a little different because he has an overwhelming sense of power. These two dudes' sense of power grasp is different from DSP or LTG or even Keemstar's, and that they are zero sum. They do not negotiate. Either I have all the power or I am not involved. And Wings and Boogie both have some degree of negotiation with that. Even though they're narcissists themselves, they're willing to be guests, per se, whereas DSP can only be the star of the show. So even if you manage to get past all of that with DSP and he's stuck around on this show, I have a feeling that DSP would be almost a non-presence. Because DSP's weird shit, it just isn't as explosive as Wings or particularly Boogie shit. And it's just him begging all the time and using up all his money on stupid shit. He doesn't quite reach the gravity of faking cancer. Now, it's not to say that DSP is without his calamities and horrible, horrible actions, but it's kind of hard to compete with faking cancer. That's pretty high up there.
What I said is, you have the mic. Why don't you say what you want to say about the situation?
Yeah, I agree, Coving. Oh, God.
That's what I say over and over and over again.
He's getting some exercise.
I hate being alive. I hate breathing. I hate being alive. I'm in tremendous pain. I'm in tremendous pain. Help me, help me, help me.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm in so much pain. I'm in so much pain. I'm in so much pain.
All right, well then, okay. Let's
Pity
get
me,
off
please.
that. Let's just get off.
What do you want me to talk about instead?
Exactly,
What do you want me
Almighty
to talk
Bree.
about
No,
instead?
I'm not. This goes back to like last night. You're not mentally fit to be on the show. It's
No,
irresponsible.
what did you want to talk about?
Do you know that there's a big portion of the audience that wants you back on the show?
I don't care.
Isn't that
I'm
a good
sorry.
thing?
Congratulations,
Isn't
you're
that
back.
a good thing?
No, do I want to? No. As of right now.
It's not all negative.
There's truth to that as well, Irie. Len, they're realists. They believe that they need the money. DSP hasn't hit rock bottom yet. He's still in massive delusion. I think, Irie, I want to adjust what you say and that he hasn't accepted that he's hit rock bottom. I feel that DSP has passed rock bottom. I feel he's burrowing beneath the bedrock. But it's that narcissism, again, where he is convinced that he is more or less okay. And he also doesn't want anything attached. He's never been a dude who is willing to allow obligation. Ever. If you look through all of his past, he never wants to feel like he owes you something. Because that's not how it works. And whenever there is a situation where he does owe someone, he makes sure to twist the narrative so that he is exempt from what he owed you. For example, Project 7. It's just an easy example. He doesn't owe it to you. Even though you gave him money and even though he promised, he does not owe it to you. Because, kiss my ass. So when Keem offered this money, or when anybody has offered him anything, there is an implicit agreement there. I am giving you this, so give me back something. And DSP has always been under the impression that that is a trap or a trick, which it usually is, but he just hates the very concept of it. He does not like giving back. That is not acceptable. You give me everything, and then I flip you the bird and ban you. That's how he prefers to do things.
Negative. It's not all negative, Boogie. What I'm trying to tell you is there's positive things. What Wings tried to tell you earlier is that there's positive things. It's not all
that would be
negative.
pretty funny.
Positive things is I have to sit here and talk about my. I don't.
Nobody's talked about that.
I don't want that.
Nobody's talked about that.
We're not talking
What abuse
about
were you
that.
talking about? You said abuse. You said abuse. What abuse were you talking about?
We were talking about the conflict of why you wouldn't come on. We weren't actually talking and getting into the details of that.
This is super
So,
lame. Just let him go back to screaming.
Just
Let him get it
calm
all
down.
out of his system.
And by the way, I know you can't talk
agrees with
about
me.
your sister. You said you would talk about your dad and mother all day. So will you address those issues? Because
Yes, my mother twisted my balls. That's part of the abuse, and she twisted my balls.
okay, but then
Wow.
okay, well let's not talk about any.
Yeah,
of it.
let's not get into
No,
that.
my dad in front of me and showed me fee and asked me if I wanted to join in and encouraged me to. But I did. I did. I did. I did. I
Okay,
did.
no.
There, can we be done? Can we be done with it? Can we-
Okay, this is getting pretty funny. Man, this therapy session has had a little too much sharing. It's almost like Boogie is speed running therapy. Hi, what's your name? I'm Boogie. Okay, well, how are you feeling, Boogie? Well, I got sexually abused big time, and my mom twisted my nipples and my balls, and my dad showed me pornography and whatnot. Oh. Well, it's 5 minutes into our session. We've really made a lot of progress.
We're done. We're done. We're done. We're done with it. We're done with that conversation. I don't.
That's true, Trev. And I am weirdly engaged. I
that
just want to see what the hell he's screaming about.
Thank you. I got something I got to ask that has nothing to do with that kind of conversation. You
Yeah,
said
for real, let's move
earlier,
on
and
to,
I asked you this earlier,
Let's play Rainbow Six.
that you were in pain and you live your life in pain. And I asked you, what is making you feel
Shouldn't he have been
so
darted up by
down
now?
and depressed and in pain?
I hate myself every second.
Tipples, I apologize.
Because I'm a piece of. Have you not read the fucking internet?
The internet's not always right.
Like,
They are. I am human garbage.
We're not getting anywhere. We're not even having a
Who's talking
conversation.
about
It's just
positivity?
crazy outbursts.
No, I
Wayne's talking about
understand.
positivity makes me laugh.
I
agree.
understand.
It's
I'm
very
quite
weird
aware.
hearing this dude talk about it.
Okay, well, you're on here to have a conversation about this stuff, not
of course.
Well, my dad, show me his. Let's talk about
Nobody
it.
asked others, but you're going back to it.
Come on.
Yeah, for real, we don't wanna
Honestly,
hear
stop
this.
it.
You act like you want to go there so you can play the victim.
He told me I had to
What?
yesterday in
How dare
Texas.
you.
That we were going to have to address it at some point. So let's just address it and move on.
No, we're not addressing any of it. We're not talking about this shit. I'm done with it. I'm done with it. Stop yelling and screaming on here. Now, look. Is there any updates on your side with the cancer and all that? You were going to get some
Fourth
paperwork
Rider. That's
together.
kind of some
What's
Calvin
going on with
Hobbes
that?
energy,
Can you
too.
talk calmly?
I've canceled every test. I'm done. I'm done. I don't have the money to fight it. I have no desire to fight it. I'm looking forward to dying, so I'm just done. I'm never going to get this bone marrow test done. It doesn't matter, even if
Sweet.
I showed it to Destiny tomorrow, even if I decided to leak my medical records, which I'm still not going to do.
God, Cobain, please.
He told me on this show the last time we were on, Destiny will only accept it when it's a doctor telling it to his face. Well, my doctor's not going to come on here, and I wouldn't want my
Yeah, that
doctor
really isn't
to do it
reasonable.
to begin with.
Is your brother still going to debate Destiny? Is that
I will say this. It's kind of unethical to have a doctor come on stream and tell any sort of results. That is, in my opinion, unethical. However, there's ways around this, of course. If Boogie was so genuine about this, he would show his medical records. Again, he's under no obligation to do that because it's very private stuff. But if he wants this to go away, that's what you got to do. It's kind of like with DSP again. If you want to be found innocent, you have to show the evidence that could damn you. You have to show, look, see, if you look at my WWE counts, I've got no money spent on this game. Now with DSP, we know he's still lying anyway. But it's what I was saying about whenever you're in court or something. If you have to confess that you were having an affair to get out of a murder charge, you have to do it. It's what you got to do. And it's the same thing here. He's going to have to show his medical records if he wants to get out of this situation that he put himself in.
Hope not. I hope not. I'll call and beg him not to right now.
Why?
It's only
Why?
Destiny said that, but
This
she didn't know.
horrible show.
He
There you
wanted
go.
to debate Destiny.
Exactly,
Was
Ari.
it your brother's idea?
Sure, and I'm going to encourage him not to.
I don't care. If I was in your situation, yes, I'd hate myself too. I get that. That's normal. Most normal people, when they make a mistake, they're hard on themselves.
Well,
but that's how you learn.
Keem's not
That's
really
how
that
you
hard on
grow.
himself.
That's how you get better. But there's no
DSP's
way I
never
would
hard on
ever
himself.
give up on any thing. I don't give up. There is no
You're not
fucking
me.
give up.
Well, you're not me. Well, you're not
There
me.
is no give up. No.
You're not me.
Dude,
Well, you're not
because
me.
because I can see opportunities everywhere.
Exactly, Logan.
I can
don't
see
want to-
chances.
And here's something else that goes along with it. If you have a bad reputation as someone who is a constant liar, you do have to show more evidence to exonerate yourself. Is it unfair? Yes, it is very unfair. But you want to know who made it unfair? You. It's likewise with DSP. DSP, he is put in a position where he would basically have to let one of us come over and look through his entire bank records and look through all of his phones. Now, that sounds ridiculous as hell, but that's essentially what would have to happen because he's such a notorious liar. Same thing with Boogie. Boogie would have to go above and beyond what a normal person would do to exonerate themselves because he's just a notorious liar.
To learn, to grow, to be better,
I don't
to
want
find
any- I
success.
just want to be out of pain. I just want to be out of pain.
Let me finish what I'm saying.
All I care about.
Let me finish what I'm saying. I don't sit, even when I up, I don't sit here and just live in this negative world, right?
Exactly.
I-
Logan.
Well, I do
The rules are
I'm
different on the
mentally
internet,
ill.
unfortunately.
When people are directly telling you positive things about the aspect of this whole situation,
Exactly,
you
Harry.
just
None of it's
ignore it.
positive. None of it's positive. None of it's positive. I don't want any of those things.
We
You
have
understand?
19,000 real viewers here. This is not bought it.
We have 10 million. I don't care. The only thing I care about in the world is not being in miserable pain.
Okay, this is going to sound mean, but I'm actually not really meaning this as a negative thing. Do we know what brand of chair Boogie uses? Because I'm going to be real, I do a lot of thrashing, and this thing, if it's able to stay intact while Boogie is thrashing around on it, I need this. Is this made out of tungsten or something? Again, I'm not joking. What kind of chair is this?
That's all I want. That's all I want. I want to wake up tomorrow not in miserable pain. That's all I want. The 10 million, 20 million, 5 million watchers won't do that.
How's your
Won't
weight
do
doing?
that.
How's your weight doing right now?
It's down because I'm on a medication that I can no longer afford, by the way, but I've lost 24
Sell some magic cards,
pounds
bro.
on the
Those are
basis.
expensive.
But I get to put it all back on because I don't have the fucking money.
Let's
to
go.
make the
Guys, he lost 24 pounds. 24
Hey, that is
pounds.
progress, man. I'm proud of
I
you.
get to put it right back on.
Congratulations, buddy. 24 is a big deal.
I get to put it right back on.
No, you're not going to put it
Stop
on. You
thrashing.
lost it.
You have
Good
a wife.
job.
Act.
That's good.
It's bad. It's bad. It sounds
Yeah,
good
Winchester,
that I can't
it'd be
afford
really cool if
medication.
Wings
How's
just
it-
took his
how's it
phone and
good?
streamed.
How's it good that I can't afford the
Yeah,
medication?
streamed his
How's
trip
that
to
good?
Wendy's.
You lost
Because
24
I'm going to put it right back on.
Why are you saying that? Why are you instantly...
Because I can't afford the medication. Because I can't afford the medication. Because I can't afford the medication.
Well, maybe if you started selling
Why
your
can't you afford
freakouts.
the medication?
Because I lost my job.
Help.
No, you sold your part of your job.
Yeah,
Like,
you're
you chose to
you're
do that.
getting money for that.
Which I need for mortgage. But I can't make YouTube videos. I can't live stream. I can't even sell my cards
Have
on
you tried
whatnot
make-
anymore.
Have you
Why
tried
can't
making
I'm
YouTube
banned
videos?
from the internet. Remember, Keem? I'm banned from the internet. You don't.
Wait, is Wings in the same position that DSP is in, that he can't sell stuff on eBay? Dude, you can sell your cards on eBay. It's really not hard. I used to sell my Yu-Gi-Oh cards on eBay, and I was what, like 14 or something? It's not complicated. You just make a fake account. It's all the same. I'm feeling the same energy that DSP has. You're just too lazy to do anything about life. All right, well, great.
Don't let me. I can't even sell my cards on whatnot. I
That's-
can't even tweet. I can't even post. I can't post my girlfriend. I
What?
can't do shit.
What?
The reason why I banned you from the internet is because there has to be punishments. And if you do
Oh,
these punishments,
that
I
kind of
think the
punishment.
internet
The
will...
punishment's going to make sure I don't have
Let
enough
me
money.
finish.
to pay for
Let me
fucking
finish what I'm
anything.
saying. I think when
think
you
it
go
went to
through these
Tipple Insurance,
punishments,
Trevin.
the internet will not forgive you.
He
but
plays
will
Magic the
allow you
Gathering. He
to
plays
exist
Magic the Gathering
again,
a lot.
right?
Great, homelessness.
It's one of the
Great,
things
I'll
that
be
he lost all of
homeless,
his
but it'll be
money
great,
on.
Because I'm living off $2,000 a month. You're giving me almost $2,000 a month.
I'm going to kick you off if you keep interrupting me because I can't make my
Do it.
point.
No,
This is
'cause
what
your
you do
point-
on the phone. This is what you
Right,
do on the
right.
phone.
What I say, Amadeus.
Yeah.
Apologies.
I'm trying to create a scenario in which you can have a return to benefit you.
I don't.
I
want
think
it.
so,
I'm sorry.
Invel.
You don't want to
think
return.
so.
You don't want to make money.
Right now, the only thing I want is just not to be in
I don't have the
constant
money to do it. I
misery.
don't have the money to do it.
Okay,
I don't.
then
seems
listen to me and trust me.
I broke my
It's a
headphones.
global feeling.
Okay, you know what else is going to happen? Your light's going to get turned out too if you don't keep making some of this money.
I understand. When I don't make any more money, my lights are going to get turned out. I understand. I
You
understand.
obviously don't.
I'm not
because
allowed to sell cards on whatnot. I can't post anything to YouTube. I can't live stream. Trust me, my my lights get turned off next month. I will remember that. I'll remember that it was a punishment.
So he'll
When
be
we are all
freaking out in
sitting
the
here
dark?
I'll remember it was a punishment.
That's got to be scary.
I'll remember it was a punishment. That's a fair punishment.
Can you take a break and can we talk to Desi real quick?
Yeah, get the hell out of here.
I'd rather not. She's miserable enough right now. She doesn't need your
Well, that's why I'm trying to check out. Like, are you like this all day long, freaking out like this?
No, it's only when you're doing this.
Is
to me.
this how
That's
he's
pretty
burning
much
all his
it.
calories?
The rest
He's
of the day, I'm
freaking
just
out?
quiet and
I am
play
not
video
doing
games.
anything to you, bro. Stop saying I'm doing shit to you.
Again, Keem isn't doing anything. You every choice that you're regretting now is something that you made. Like you didn't have to sell your part of the show.
I'm telling you, this really does feel extremely odd to hear Wings of Redemption sound so reasonable. I mean, he's even really sticking up for Wings for Keem. And for the longest time, Wings wanted Keem dead. So it's just kind of
Go
weird,
to
man.
him.
Yes,
You
I did.
didn't
You
have-
told me I had to.
Save
You told
the
me I
power.
had to.
Why'd you have to?
Because he told me to. I don't
The
know.
magic card
but
say
I just
Boogie instead
listened
of
to
Boogie.
the man.
Oh, yeah,
I just
shit,
listened
I
to the man.
apologize.
He said I
We'll
had to
fix that.
sell it, so I sold it. I just listened to him.
Well, to be fair, he did have to sell me the shares because I fired him, and that made me look like a liar to the internet because he still owned a part of it, so I had to buy him. And I told him the same thing.
It is very weird to me, Ryan.
He said, "Do this." I do this. That's it. Keem is in shot. He has
That's not how the conversation went, Boogie. Come on.
I understand, but that's why I do what I do. You told me that I had to sell my show.
I didn't finesse him.
Can we go back to the cancer thing?
Me. It's just you told me I had to do it, so I just did it. I did it. I didn't negotiate with you. Did I try to negotiate a single dime out of you? No, I didn't. I took what you offered. I didn't argue.
Give me one of those too.
I just signed it and I moved on. Jordy's over here telling me I should have taken 5 times what I got. But I told him I just.
Of course, it's wings. Wings. Of course, it's wings.
Look at Wings right now.
I just
Who
took
wants
what
to play
I was
Rainbow
offered.
Six?
I'm surprised
so bad
Wings
right now?
didn't tell you your share was worth 200K. To be honest.
No, I was basing it off what we make a year.
Well,
like, would you sell Drama Alert based off what you make a year on it?
no, I'd sell it for way more.
Right, that's the point. like that's the point.
He died again. Resuscitate
Basing off
Boogie.
what a year is, like that's being conservative.
How's it going, El Sandwich?
I wasn't going to cut Boogie any checks. I really fired
Real
him,
non-important.
right?
It's been a wild
the money
year.
was going to get split up between the 3 of us moving forward. But to be fair to Boogie, technically he did own 25%. So I didn't want him over. I didn't want me to be a liar to the internet.
Did I fight with you? And ask me, did I fight with you? Did I negotiate with you?
No,
did I
so
argue
I
with
did
you?
what I thought.
No, you had told me to do it, and I just did it.
I did what I thought was fair.
Wings
to
wants to be blowing out
everyone,
the
and I just
transmission of his car right now.
Bought his shares. I thought that was the most fair thing to do. Because obviously, you and Tommy only like when I have interest in the show. When I say, I'm sitting back and you guys take the show.
Yeah, whatever happened to that Tommy dude?
When I said I was not doing the live streams anymore, because it's important, not to.
You're an important part of the show.
Exactly. To be on camera, which I was never supposed to be. So I feel like I should get at least half of this show.
Well, now it's just you two.
That's why I have no issue with it.
Hey, whatever happened to the Chris
my
dude,
thing is
or
like
whatever his name is.
And don't look at it this way. When I say Boogie didn't have to sell the part of the show, he didn't have to sell part of the show.
Yeah, but somebody in the chat said the best thing. He goes, Keem didn't want to pull a PK on Boogie. That is exactly what was running through my mind. And Boogie, do you remember this? I said, it's
Boogie's
always
busy right
bothered
now.
me how
Yeah, who's Tommy?
PKA never brought Wings back and how they just cut ties with him. That bothers me, and I cannot.
What the hell are you doing, Wings? Do you need help?
They did worse than that. They cultivated my trolling. Like, they spent months building
I'm not
it up
good with Grohl.
and highlighting it and everything else.
All right, fantastic. We're done with that shit. All right, well, I covered Boogie's weird ass freak out. What did I learn from all this? I learned that Boogie will just use his previous abuse at the hands of his parents to feel that he can get away with something. It's such a, I don't know. I feel like Boogie has some sort of shame fetish where he likes being pathetic. And I don't know exactly why. Why do you want to be pathetic? Is it a sense of a good form of powerlessness? Kind of like what DSP does. DSP is very much a fan of being powerless because if he's powerless, he can't be held accountable for his actions, which is true. If you're, say, like, I don't know, what's a good way to put it? If you're in prison and they make you work, you really don't have a lot of choice in the matter because of the legal system. It's kind of messed up. So no one can really blame that person. And I feel like that's the same thing that we see with DSP and Boogie. Boogie wants to feel like he's powerless so you can't criticize him. But that's not really how it works because you very clearly have some sort of power in your life. You can do something if you really wanted to. And likewise with DSP. DSP revels in the fact that there's nothing I could do, dude. Yeah, I think so, Trevin. I think this dude is in dominatrix stuff. All right, we're going to move on to 6 Erkin. And this is the video that I was talking about where he threatens to quit. It's pretty funny.
Yo, my people, was Gucci. Hope you guys are doing good.
Yeah, who is Tommy C?
Thank you very much for watching the video. I have good news and I've got bad news for some of y'all. The good news is it seems like 6 Erkin was IP banned from Mortal Kombat 1.
Oh, I love him
this
getting
now
mad
makes
at
3
Rainbow Six
accounts
Siege.
of him that all got banned. His main, his first alt account, and his second account.
Yeah, he's been banned multiple
all
times.
got banned. the bad news for y'all, some of y'all who wanted to play him in MK, I don't
get
think that's
LTG on there
anymore. Also, he confirmed that he's no longer playing Tekken 8 as well. He doesn't like the game. So
this whole segment was really funny.
Verse him in Tekken. Sorry about that as well. He also threatened.
Who's this guy? Okay, I'll give you a quick rundown for anyone who's not familiar with this guy. He's kind of he's rookie of the year when it comes to lolcows. He came out of TikTok and he is an obnoxious blowhard. He talks all this shit. He's kind of like LTG but off-brand, or rather, you know how some countries will have their own version of something else. For example, say like Mexican Coke versus United States Coke. It's more or less the same thing, but it tastes very different. That's essentially what he is with LTG. He thinks he's the greatest person of all time. There is a wonderful quote that I remember from Erkin. It might be in one of the videos we watch. I am not a narcissist. I just know that I'm better than everyone. So that's pretty much how it works. He plays fighting games and he sets up all these rules about what you can and cannot do. He makes little kids call him daddy and basically make you debase yourselves before playing against him. And he loses quite often. He's really shit at most of the games that he plays. And he does some very good tantrums and screaming and whatnot. For the longest time, I thought he was just a character actor because what he is doing is pretty useful. He is basically a bully that you can pay to beat up, which I'm sure a lot of people would like. But it has come forward that he is truly a genuine piece of shit. He is a weird groomer too. He shares pornography on his Discord with minors. He's just a disgusting, sick individual. But it is so fun watching this dude just get his ass kicked all the time.
Together, but I didn't take that part.
And he gets banned all the time too.
He's currently playing For Honor on stream right now. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, leave a like, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think down in the comment section below.
He even starts crying on stream sometimes. It's really funny.
Hydrate. Catch y'all in the next one. Peace.
Yeah, she threw a controller at his head one time. It's not necessary. And they have a toxic relationship, him and his girlfriend. He talks shit to her right to her face on stream all the time. And it's really gross. It's very disrespectful. But she talks shit right back, so I don't know. Must be their thing.
What's going on? Oh, shut up. I can't give a fuck.
He is braver than DSP and LTG, though. He has text-to-speech on pretty much consistently. Yeah, Seal, he has been found to kind of be laughing at some of his own antics, which makes me think it's a bit of a skit. But I really do believe he's one of these dudes who thinks that he's
Good to see everybody in here. I know it's late.
Those dudes who can speak power to themselves, like wake up, seize the day, one of these motivational speaker kind of guys, but he does it to himself.
I know it's late, but yeah, I'm just in some predicament, some hissy fits.
Released a couple of friends. I was still super joined. That's what's up.
It's good to see everybody talking amongst themselves. It's good to see a lot of people in here, but
I'm probably gonna skip one,
again. I've got all these accounts, and none of them are working for Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat seems to be down.
No, he's IP banned.
So yeah, I don't exactly know what to do.
Bluebro does have some pretty interesting cards, but I think I'm gonna skip it.
Not working.
Yeah, Duskmore looks cool.
So people are telling me play Tekken and that, but I just have no love for Tekken. I got no love for Tekken, man. You know, I don't no love for it. I don't like it. I hate Harada. You know, I'm not.
So, fun fact, Harada shared something from Erkin. Erkin got banned from Mortal Kombat again before this, one of his 9 times he's been banned. And he started screaming, "Fuck you, Harada," and all this and that. And it got shared on Twitter, and Harada said, "Dude, that's not even my game."
I'm just not. I'm not
I'm the Tekken guy.
At all. So yeah, if anyone has got an account for me to use, then
yeah, give me your account. There's been a lot of funny moments with this dude, though. He's had his pre-release code stolen, I think twice or 3 times now.
IP banned, you need a whole new console to play.
This is a lolcow who gets everything back at him really quick.
Maybe.
It's the quickest on the investment.
No, I don't play MK like that anyway. Well, it's not for you. It's for the thousands of other people that do. You know, people like to play against me on these games, but I don't have any games to play. Now, I don't want to disturb you guys, but this year there's going to be a lot of games. There's going to be a lot of games coming out this year. So.
Guy. Sensei
1023 says they keep track of the accounts you make. Your banned indefinitely, brother.
Oops.
First of all, I'm not your brother.
Hello, bro.
I'm not
like
Chinese.
Why would anyone give you their accounts so you can get them banned?
He's a very entitled individual.
Yeah, I just need a new account. So if someone's got another account for me, then
he'll tell people I'm only going to play this guy if someone gives me 50 quid, and then he doesn't get it.
Give it for 100
UIP banned.
Yeah, so anyway,
play today 6.
I need to find more videos on that Russian lolcow. He's not even really a lolcow, he's just kind of goofy.
I've got a new game. Some of you might know this game.
Called For Honor.
I don't know if I'm going to play this game because I
don't
know how it's going to work. But there's also some recommendations. We've also got recommendations.
So another thing, because we're going to get into a little bit of the build-up of the funny part. This dude has some of the best reaction pictures that exist of him. Even though he's wearing this mask and it covers up half his face, he's very expressive with his eyebrows and eyes. And there's so many pictures of him look just crazy as shit with how furious he looks. And I like the idea that that's what a samurai sees. That's the last face of a samurai as a ninja hops down from the ceiling.
Do you guys want me to find something new?
Please no.
Or do you guys?
Yeah, I've heard about that German dude who's pretty funny.
Yeah,
not important. That guy.
Street Fighter 6.
Yeah, you can't grab and you can't use characters.
I don't like this game.
And you can't do too many combos when you're cheating.
Out of the way now. I'm not going to play something I don't like at all.
DBZ.
Street Fighter 6 is a no-go. Guys, don't spam the TTS. Don't spam the TTS or I'll turn it off.
Rokuzasu XX says no, don't ask people for their account or you will get them banned. Don't ask.
Well, no.
So what do you guys want me to do? What do you guys want me to do?
Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Z.
Do you guys want me to play this?
No, Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z is not out. Fighters is good. It's good.
Fighters or Elden
Uncle
Ring.
Ruckus tipped £5. Shut up, you fat.
The depression's kicking in. Yeah, I saw that void. We got to see his nose. We didn't get to see the full face, but Cobain, it's really embarrassing. He has said that if you low parry, you're cheating in Tekken.
WTTS.
I'm not kidding.
So apart from the third option, the second option is
It's an easy samurai game. I've been streaming it. Fuck you. Uncle Ruckus, we missed you.
The second option is
Alexander _0212 says, can you try
you
play
need to
Dead
be at
by
least
Daylight?
to play
Yeah, play Dead by Daylight!
On Google to you see why
Nate,
not.
just hurry up.
I'll play with you, 6
the second option is just giving up. The second option is just giving up.
W Uncle
Let's
Ruckus.
give up.
Just going about my
Fuck you,
business.
Sissy Boy 6.
Just going to live a life of
Hurry
peace. You know, just go and buy an island. Just go and sit there for the rest of my
He
life.
says give up.
You know, just
Second
go move to Thailand and impregnate. Let me not even talk about impregnation, but
Download MKN.
I'm not. It's the TTS, and it's some of the disrespect. I'm just not gonna sit down and do this. So, do you guys want me to give up and go?
Do it. The world would be better.
Yes or no? Do you want me to give up? You want me to go? I just go. I never come back. I just delete the thing. I'll just give away the PC.
WTTS.
Shall I just go?
Download MKN.
Because it's possible. I can just leave. I can just take my last paycheck and leave.
Let's go
says
to
imagine
Thailand, I'm
getting
with
banned
you.
on Mortal Kombat 1.
Fuck you, 6. Give up. Yes, download me. Give up.
But an
Give
underscore
up.
says give up now.
Leave. Stop streaming, lil bro. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you, give up. Bye-bye then. Gave
Yeah,
up
BR Joe,
too
that's real.
easily, weren't built for it. Take a 3-week break.
It's, you know, it's gonna have to be a little bit more than 3 weeks because again, I just want to come back and play Sparkling Zero. Maybe I make a big streaming return.
Going like your dad.
And yeah, just come back.
Oh man,
come back in a few months.
This streaming thing might not be for you.
It might not. It's not for everyone.
Maybe
you know,
a
it's not
month
for everyone.
I'm afraid of Street Fighter 6.
Yeah, so do you guys want me to come back in a few months? Do you guys want me to take some mental time
Hush, boy.
to re-equivalate?
RESPECT.
Because I can just come back for Sparkling Zero.
Never come back. Just don't come back ever.
This dude is just getting bullied by Skynet at this point. I really enjoy it. You just keep hearing the little TTS voice say, give up. Is that what depression feels like? Mine didn't feel like that when I had depression. I didn't hear a bunch of voices telling me to give up and la 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 la. I didn't hear a bunch of that.
Go ahead and leave like your dad did.
Winchester, I would
How
love
about
it.
you just leave?
Well, that will probably be all then. That will probably be all for me. It was a good run. Next month,
yeah, play Guilty Gear.
At the end of this month will be my yearly stream. And 1 month streaming, I made tens of thousands.
He doesn't know, Trevor.
Pounds.
He's really
very happy
stupid
with that. But at the end of the day, it's not mentally for everybody.
Fuck you.
It's not mentally for everybody. So
Fuck your run.
yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
End it, I don't want to be here.
Briggs 808
Fuck
says,
you.
"Why are you Rasty Dutchman 34, Netherlands,
I'll be back
tip
tomorrow.
£5, give up and never come back.
It's
Netherlands,
mentally for me.
Netherlands, Netherlands,
Fuck you.
Netherlands, raccoon,
Fuck you.
raccoon, raccoon, gorilla, 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 gorilla."
And this is the reason why.
Gorilla,
Yeah.
gorilla.
Yeah, so just everyone in the chat, I know there's a lot of people here. I know there's, YouTube, TikTok, Twitch. There's a lot of people here.
Exactly.
I feel for a lot of them.
Fuck you.
There's a lot of love for a lot of the people in here, but at the same time, there's a lot of hate for the disrespect.
Fuck you.
Yeah, so
Underscore strong says, "Fuck you 6, leave and don't come back like how your daddy
Fuck
left
you.
to pick up."
Alright, so simple. I'm gonna see I forget about the bad apples. Do you guys want me to stay and try and continue playing, or do you want me to go for a few months, or do you want me to never come back? Just say it. Should I just go? What should I do?
At Ankervio123W.
Like, I gotta give him credit. He's willing to have all this on screen. That's kind of something, that he's willing to have all the TTS and all the messages pop up telling you that you suck and you should kill yourself and all this and that. And in that way, I will say that he is far braver than people like DSP and LTG. He'll let you shit on him. He doesn't really care.
USP, bro. Never come back.
Never come back. Okay.
Never come back, broski.
Okay. Alright, yep.
Leave and go away forever.
Yep.
Go away.
Very nice.
Take the 2 months.
Says, "If you want
Sounds
such a
pretty
toxic
unanimous.
chick, you
Bingo player
wouldn't
10
keep getting
WSG
banned."
Leave and never come back like your dad didn't. Never come back.
Wild Growths says, "Never
Leave
come
and
back.
then go
No
away
one loves you.
forever.
Wash your axe. Do not
6
pass go."
sucks black dick. Fuck you. Leave. Pingan.
Oh no, man, doesn't sound good.
Oh, sometimes you get so blind.
You should put a poll up. See how quickly it becomes unanimous.
Game another chance,
6
possibly.
there is a roach on the tapestry. Rebrand dog.
XOJ1992
You might as well come watch someone who
says,
will
"You stream
appreciate the
cause
views and
Shanks
support.
allows you to stream."
This is what happens when you think you're the best.
Crazy Dad 4
6
says,
forgive
"Stay
me, I
and I'll give you
apologize.
an old account of mine
I
for you
didn't mean
making
it.
me a mod."
I'm sorry. Crying. Yeah,
Sexy, I
that's
says,
right,
"Leave
crying.
It does this a lot. Look at this poor little baby. It's okay.
Bye. Front-facing baby
Fuck
chick.
you.
Front-facing baby chick.
It's okay.
Front-facing
It's
baby
been a long
chick.
day.
Front-facing baby chick.
6 I'm sorry.
Front-facing baby chick.
Wah, wah, wah.
Front-facing baby chick.
Fuck you.
Front-facing baby chick.
It's
Front-facing baby chick. Front-facing
forgive me.
bay chick.
Baby.
They all want me to stay, but something is just pulling me away.
Who's
It's
they? A
pulling me
lot of
away,
people?
you know?
I didn't mean
Oh,
it.
he also believes in a lot of people.
Front-facing
Forgive us,
baby
6.
chick. Front-facing
Why
baby
is he
chick.
crying this time?
Front-facing baby chick.
This was the new game. This was the new game I had in mind, but there's a lot of people telling me there's so much people telling me stay.
L sandwich he did.
There's only a few bad apples telling me to go. But something is pulling me away. Something's pulling me away. It's just
Bro, it sounded like 120% of people were saying you should leave forever.
And it's such a hard pill to swallow when you're so loved.
At the wicked like you, this is what you get. You're
I want
facing
you to
karma
stay.
foe.
When you're so loved and people are pulling you away, it hurts.
This
It
is what you
hurts.
get for unmodding me.
Here, it hurts here.
You broski. Stay. Leave. We all love you.
This was the new game.
Play it for the love of God, dog.
It's a lot
This
of
was
bad
the new
apples.
game.
Why is
Yeah, I thought you said you were gonna give it up.
It calls to me. There's some.
Okay.
So
Oh, not
today I
you,
wanted
not
to-
you right now. I want to switch over to another 6 Erkin video real quick. I want to show you guys kind of the other elements of why it is that he's funny to watch. And I think it's right about here. Okay, we're gonna start right here. So this is what the gameplay is like.
Alright guys, stream's done after this. Everyone have a nice night. Stream is done after this.
Oh, shut up.
Stream's done after this. I'm not gonna accept those.
But there's another video. I might share it another time. It's a little bit longer of a video, so I'm probably not gonna watch it right now. But he does have a really funny chemistry with this guy named Ninja Killer, who is, I believe, a professional fighting game player. And it's I kid you not, it's really funny because he had an interesting dynamic with this guy, and that it very much reminded me of Master Shake and Frylock. Ninja Killer was very patient, but also was more or less done with his shit. And was saying, hey man, what do you invite me on here for? What do you want to do? And then you've got Master Shake here, Master Erkin say, I want to form an alliance. Me and my boys and your boys, we're gonna become like soul warriors. Did you want to play Mortal Kombat or not? We'll get to that in a moment. We need to form a sort of partnership here, sort of like a military alliance. All right, if you got nothing to talk about, I'm gonna leave. No, wait. People in chat are saying we should form an alliance. It's stupid shit like this. I kid you not, he has a pretty good sense of humor to himself about this. But I'll watch that another time.
Messages.
Wow, wow, wow. WTTS. WTTS, haha. LOL, WTTS.
Flawless.
WTTS.
Yeah, no grabbing. If you grab too much, you're allowed one grab every round. Well, actually, every match. He can grab as many times as he wants, though. He said that shows that he's willing to take risks.
LAWLESSVD. Rage. Damn well, have a nice night, bro. 6 can't accept defeat. You will never beat my Sindel or Melina.
Oh, come on. You got more than that. Shit, relax.
6 Quinita. H is gonna cry.
That's what the
Eyes.
Get the
Quinita.
bro.
Smoked.
That's what I'm for.
Rage.
Yeah, maybe.
Rage.
It is for his protection, Winchester.
Nominated. Rage. Rage.
Hey, he's putting on the shame glasses.
Rage.
You do this for
Caged
fucking living.
Price. W Cage. He dominated you, haha.
You do this for a living,
Rage.
bro. Come on now.
Rahe.
Ah, yo. Why am I
Rage.
fighting this guy,
Ha
bro?
ha.
Giant Bio
Rage.
underscore
Rage.
01 says ha 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 ha.
He's going again.
Who's meet what? I guess his girlfriend, kinda.
New shades upgrade.
W cage.
Go again.
He ain't understanding,
Haha.
bro.
Haha.
Man, I wish we could have DSP do this. Just have a guy shit talk him in the game. DSP's a coward, though.
W Cage. 6 get good. Rip camera.
Oh, I forgot to change the sorcery name again.
Sento! Come on now.
Rage. Sent us back out.
Oh,
6
for the
nigga.
win.
Give it up,
Yeah,
6.
he just always drops it like
6
this.
big black bishaka. Rage. Incoming camera beta.
He's gonna get grabbed. Yep.
Come on now, fam, you know me.
You will never become the best Kenji.
What you mean? What you mean?
This is 6 Erkin, good God, no. He's pretty funny.
This is some life.
It's pretty funny content.
Oh my God, what is this
You're about to see it in a second.
Why can't you beat him?
What's this?
I like this guy too.
Oh, what's that, bro?
I would like to do drugs with you.
Please don't break your camera
I got him
again.
nervous.
Broke shades.
I've got him nervous. I've got
6
him
big
shaking.
black.
I've got him shaking. Oh my
Break.
God.
Inches gonna break the camera. Smoke. Get ready, he gonna hit us. Oh no.
Xrox's
LMAO.
Rokuzasu XX says don't break that camera again. 6 Aragin Loti. Wow.
Gone.
Ha,
How many times do you have to do this? How many times? Just let me know if you want to go again. Just let me know.
Man legit
if you
picked
rematch,
the
I'll know
chair.
in it. Just let me know. Just let me know.
Wow.
Super Ratani says the
Wow.
One Piece is really long. Wow.
Haha. Degraded haha. Haha.
Come on, bro. What's going on?
Rip
He's
camera.
attacking his
Ha, ha,
computer
bro.
too.
You got TOD on
By
fighters,
Twitch.
you got violated on Street Fighter, and you
Felt
just
that
lost
punch.
4-0 on MK1.
He dominated you,
You might
haha.
as well just delete all your
Rip
games and give
camera.
up streaming. I'm not gonna see that sparking zero.
Haha.
No, economics. This is not live. This is an older video.
Come on, fam.
By Twitch and
What's going on?
YouTube.
What's all this breathing for? What's all this heavy breathing for? Like you're scary, bro. What's going on?
Come back, boy.
You're
6
gonna have to put your room back together real quick. Come on.
6
And he needs that mask on so you don't see him grinding his teeth.
6 months.
How's it going, Game Master?
Oh,
That day.
I'm watching 6 Erkin make a fool of himself again.
He having a mental breakdown. Fix that camera, boy.
$20 for the camera to go back on.
He is LTG. Infeld pretty often. Pretty often.
The
He
next
slams
100
around
people
quite a
to
bit.
follow, then I'll put the camera back on. Otherwise, I need $20 for the camera. To
His
go
funniest
back on.
one ever is that he threw something at his camera and disconnected it, so you just saw a frozen image of him freaking out on screen.
Done. Let's get it done.
It was really good.
Let's go.
No distractions. No distractions. Now he's nervous. He's gonna lose in front of Ninja Killer.
Okay, we got this. The 6 Erkin's gonna win this shit. He got his meltdown done with, ready to rock. Oh, that one's pretty excited. I don't really joke on other locales, but DSP, if 6 jumps to sparking zeros, I might troll. Oh, yeah, definitely. Now, here's the thing. 6 Erkin does paywall a lot of his content. So your only real chance is maybe hitting him randomly in ranked, but he really doesn't play matchmaking that much. No, usually not, Sonic. He also does this thing where he says, I won't do this until I get money, and then immediately does it. So it doesn't mean anything.
No punish?
If I'm gonna have to play this match, I need 20 quid before I play this match. Starts up the match.
Worse than I thought, bro.
Pause the game. 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 I got a TTS. Stop the game. Stop the game.
Okay, I'll respect that. You gotta stop it, because you got some TTS that is a TOS violation. A lot of gorillas and monkeys there. I wonder what that means. He's gonna bring the sound back after he's done getting his ass kicked. There you go.
Oh, he tried to call in first. He can't. Oh,
There's some good ass meltdowns from this guy. Shared it on Discord, the one where he slammed around so hard that he broke his camera or disconnected his camera.
He dropped the combo.
It's such a funny screenshot.
I'm picking it back up.
Okay.
Welcome to the domain of the gods now.
All right, we're feeling it. That confidence is boosting in. That's a good roar. That's a roar of victory, a cry of thirst. You might want to cry a little bit harder. You're getting your ass kicked.
You just a fool.
Yeah, see, you wasted a perfectly good beast mode, 6 Erkin.
Okay, grab.
Oh well. Oop, nice. Very smooth uppercut. Ooh, into a punish. Very cute. Get that ass banned. And then Gwabbin. Get your ass out of here. Kick his ass to the main menu.
What? What, fam? What? This is going on YouTube. 5-1. Yeah, well, that's what I thought. You ain't even getting no run back. All the predictions on me. You're welcome for your bits, bro. You're very welcome.
Play one more. Play one more time. Play one more time.
No, we ain't playing one more time.
Go one more time. Go one more time. The headrest. My headrest was off.
Yeah, that's what happened. I get it.
Hello. My headrest was off.
Oh,
play,
I see.
play
I see.
one more time.
Okay. It's like if your shoe fell off in a marathon. All right. I get it.
If you're,
it's cool.
I ain't rematching, bro. You're a waste of my time, bro. Waste of my time.
If you're a bad man, go one more time. Guys, it was a best of 3. The predictions was a best of 3. The predictions was a best of 3. The predictions was a best of 3.
I've had beans on toast before. It's not that bad if you got a good combination of bread or beans. Because there's a lot of ways you can mess that up, but if you have some really tasty ass bread, it works pretty well.
You're holding it, bro. You're holding it. You're holding it.
I had some at this cultural fair one time. It's pretty good.
Come, let's go one more time. Let's go one more time.
No, we ain't going.
But in general,
alright, let's just go. Let's just go.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Look
Look at that shake. Look at that shake.
No, we ain't going one more time.
Alright, let's just go. Let's just go. Let's just go one more time.
That's a WWE champion shake right there. I gotta do some pulls.
No, end stream, end it, please end it. I want to be the end of your stream.
The people are saying do it because no one's getting
Did you
their
ever
points.
see him
The
do an
points is
elbow drop
void
to his
until
table
you
from his
complete the
chair?
best of 3.
No, not yet.
So,
look, you can't block online.
Points is
His opponent
void.
sees a pattern.
So
Everybody trolls
if
him.
you
It's just
wanna
like
be
me
the
for
people-
exactly.
For free, yeah?
yeah.
No, I don't eat eels. That's gross.
Say no more.
He wants to, not important. So here's some more backstory for this dude. He's kind of my 4th favorite lolcow that I watch, or maybe 3rd. He kind of goes back and forth with Daniel Lord. But one of the things that he does is he is annoyed a little bit with the comparisons between him and LTG, to the point that he wants to face LTG and beat him and assert some sort of dominance over him. LTG has no interest in this guy, 0. So what happens is some of the Covenant have fought him before, and they have almost all lost to him, which says more about them than it says about him. And he is convinced that when he does that, they go running back to LTG to tell of his great victory. However, I can confirm that's never happened. At least not that I've ever seen. I've never seen 6 Erkin brought up ever on LTG streams.
Oh.
He sways on this here. Exactly, he does, like Erkin.
Mink.
Yeah, he would talk about having sex with his mom and all this and that. Who knows? Maybe they might do a fusion dance. They become too powerful.
Tixon says.
Okay. All right, you got this. You still have a life lead. You got this, 6 Erkin. Well, hold on.
Big ups, Vega.
Speak no.
Ooh, okay. We got to win. Feels good. Put the audio back on.
Central carry is hard, bro. It's mad.
New Age Black versus British Bloke. What is some of the things that he described himself as? He said that he is a warrior. He said that he is done hard time, that he's a hardened criminal. 6 Erkin has a lot of self-mythos. It's very fun. He basically spent 40 years in prison, but he's 20. So that's how intense it was. I think he served time at Black Dolphin prison.
Black Dolphin?
For anyone who doesn't know, that's a prison in Siberia.
Bro,
He's an actual Baki character. He had to climb his way out. What's with the mutes? He mutes some things that are TTS violations. Or TOS violations. 6 Erkin got banned from Dale's stream before? Okay, well I did not see that. Alright, well that's lore I was not aware of.
Stop.
Yeah, one of my favorite 6 Erkin quotes is that he was bragging about how great he was, and he said that he had a black belt in boxing. Tell me that's not Master Shake energy.
Oh my. Is he dead?
Jacob390 says.
Yeah, get him out of here. How's that feel, 6? Feels good? That's the spirit.
6 Sarakin.
That's true, like Bracky. He did.
£5.
All right. So that's that video. I've got a couple more videos, and then I'm gonna be out. I was really curious about some of these Daniel Lord videos, so we're gonna take a quick trip over to Daniel Lord, and then we're gonna actually finish up with one last Erkin video, and that's when his girlfriend didn't come on stream physically, but gave him the entire DSP and Panda ordeal. I've never seen it happen to another streamer where the girlfriend comes in and just shits all over the guy midstream. So
today I want to talk about
this guy is a huge loser. His name is Daniel Lord, and he has the ability to out-complain DSP. You didn't think it was possible. You would think that DSP was the master of whining. No, this guy here is the master of whining. He's on his channel hiding in my room. What he does all day is he sits there and gripes and complains about how awful his life is, even though his family is pretty damn wealthy, and he just lives in different countries from time to time. He'll spend a couple of years living in Japan, a couple of years living here, a couple of years living in Thailand, and the whole time he's complaining. And he does have some really funny moments when he lets something slip about his personal life that's really, really bizarre. But I have not actually watched this one. It's how I got fired from every job I've had. I'm wondering how much of this drifts into DSP territory.
How I got fired from basically every single job I've ever had. After 35 years on this planet, none of the jobs I've had went very well. Technically speaking, I've never actually been fired from any jobs.
Oh, there you go. DSP always
smug to be able to say that I've never been fired. I just walk out or I quit before they get the chance to
What's
fire
with the British
me. I just put in the
locales?
title
I found a couple.
how I got fired instead of how I walked out on nearly every job before they had the chance to fire me, because it flows better. You'll notice that every single job I've ever had, the same thing happens. I get really lazy, I don't do the jobs properly. I end up becoming enemies with
we shouldn't have created this guy
because they will hate me because I'm lazy and I make a lot of mistakes. And then it becomes really awkward at the workplace and I end up having to quit because I feel like everyone hates me now.
Well,
after hearing my stories in today's video, maybe you'll understand why I don't want
Rainy,
to get a job.
That's something else. Is for people who are completely unfamiliar with this dude, this guy has some really funny titles to his streams and videos. Let's go to it real quick. A lot of his shit is the most intense kind of clickbait. I give up. The haters win. 5 hours of that. Feeling sad and lonely again. She dumped me, and then it just has this air of, this is my final video and you guys are going to hear one last gunshot. I got stalked in Japan. And all of these videos are just him sitting there whining. And it's the most pointless whining ever that he whines about. He whined one time that his chicken sandwich didn't have enough sauce on it. It's like, dude, you complain too much.
Job ever again.
Haters won. Confirmed.
So my first ever
haters
proper
not
job,
molding.
I worked in a traditional British pub / inn called the Roebuck Inn, and I was working as a kitchen porter, kitchen assistant, and I worked there for about a year and a half. And the owners or the managers of the place, Lynn and Bernard, I think the names were, a married couple, British married couple. And they were kind of nice, I guess. Lynn, the woman, she was very nice to me, very friendly. But the man, Bernard, he was a bit of a dick and not very nice. He was like very fat, very rude and vulgar. And he avoided talking to me, maybe because he thought I was weird and creepy.
Intense victim.
And every time he wanted to tell me something, he would tell his wife to tell me. So, for example, he would say, tell Daniel to cut his hair because it's getting too long.
It's drill sandwich.
She would tell me instead of him just telling me. He kind of had a point because back then my hair was looking pretty stupid and pretty long. I was really into having this kind of anime Final Fantasy hairstyle that was full of hair wax and hair gel and hairspray to make it hold its shape. And they were getting fed up with my stupid hair and they told me to cut it. And I thought this was dumb because Lynn was a woman and she had even longer hair that came down to like here, and she was cooking all the food and she said, I needed to cut my hair because my hair might get in the food. When I wasn't even doing any food preparation, I was just washing dishes and cleaning the kitchen. And her hair was literally longer than mine, and she was doing all the food preparation and cooking, and she didn't have to wear a hairnet. So I thought it was pretty dumb that they complained about my hair being too long. And this is kind of the recurring theme here. People keep telling me to do stuff that I think is dumb, and then I rebel against it, and then I get in trouble, and it causes awkwardness and tension between me
for you, man.
and
You
the
just
people
deal
I'm
with
working
it.
with. And then there was also this problem with food. So at lunchtime, Lynn would always ask me if I wanted a sausage sandwich for lunch. And I'd always say yes, because obviously I'm hungry, it's lunchtime. But Bernard didn't like it. He would always complain to her saying, oh, you're giving away free food now. Like, he didn't like the fact that I was eating the food
this guy
for
annoys
free.
me so quickly.
Even though it's
His
pretty
voice.
common for people who work in food places to be able to
You're
get
getting
the food
boosted in
there for
speed.
free. And he didn't tell me that I was supposed to bring a packed lunch or anything. He would just
Who the hell's
complain about
messaging
me
me?
to his wife, and I could hear him complaining because it was just in the other room. And he was also very violent, and the lights just flickered there. I don't know why the lights are flickering. Kind of weird, but anyway. He was a very violent and vulgar person. One time I came in to do my morning shift, and he was like beating up his wife, grabbing her,
Oh my
whacking her,
God.
and then also verbally being very abusive. So he was not a very
Rainy,
nice
please.
guy. I didn't really know what to do, so I just waited outside of the kitchen until
I just
they
waited
finished
outside of the
fighting,
kitchen
and
for
then I
this
went in
abuse to be
and
over. Very
pretended I
nice.
didn't see anything because I don't want to get involved with
I don't want to get involved in
domestic
this abuse.
problems, someone
I didn't
else's
see
marriage. What am I
anything.
going to do? Go in there and say,
Can't see from
"Bernard,
out under my
get your
hair."
hands off her now, or else I'm going to... What am I going to do? So it was very awkward having to work there whilst also trying to pretend that this marriage domestic fighting wasn't really going on and just trying to ignore it. But Lynn was pretty nice to me, and I never really had a problem
my
with her.
Lord.
And then they retired the year after I started to work there, and this new
But
guy
see,
came.
that's exactly what I'm talking about, Rainy. And what Sonic was talking about and El Sandwich was talking about is that this dude will hit you with something out of completely left field. You're hearing him drone on about, oh, I had these sandwiches and the husband didn't really like it. And then she started getting hit by him and moving on. That's when I had to clean the floors. And every time I was thinking, whoa, 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 back up there, Chief. Go into that. You're going into how she was getting beat up on by her husband and you just did nothing. You, with the main character here, hair, didn't do anything.
Came in, this Scottish guy, and he was a real horrible person. He
Yeah,
was
of
like
course.
trying to be
And
Gordon
everyone is
Ramsay or
bad in
something,
his stories.
always swearing, always really rude, always treating the staff really badly, especially me. He really didn't like me. He said I was
wonder why.
slow and I was useless and I
Yeah.
was the worst kitchen porter he ever had.
Mhm.
And he would always be like, Daniel, why are you so
Or at least
effing
report
slow?
him or
Daniel,
something.
didn't
She
your mum
might
ever
not
effing
report him,
teach
but
to
you
do
could.
this? Why don't you effing clean
Do something more than
appliances?
nothing is what I'm saying.
One time he started boiling a pot of potatoes, and then he just left the kitchen and never came back until like half an hour later. And then the boiling water
Never
started
came back
bubbling
until a
lot
half hour
and
later.
started
That's-
spitting out
it's not
the
even
pot.
close
And I
to
didn't know
never.
what to do. Should I touch it? If I touch it, and then he comes back, he'll be like, Daniel, why did you effing touch my boiling potatoes? So I decided not to do anything. And then he comes
I
back
think so,
and
Winchester.
sees all the water spitting over, and then he completely flips out. He starts shouting, F this, F that, and then says to me, why didn't I do anything when he didn't tell me to keep an eye on his stupid boiling potatoes? He shouldn't have just walked out the kitchen whilst cooking something. And then he had the nerve to say that I had bad communication skills when he didn't really have great communication skills either. Otherwise, he would have instructed me on what to do if he was going
Well,
to
I don't
leave.
know, Kasky. I kind of just imagine that Scottish dude from Samurai Jack yelling at him, and that makes me very happy. I like that image in my head.
Kitchen. Also, he was really lazy, so he didn't really have a house yet because he just moved to the area and you get a free house.
At one point, he started
with the
shooting
job
at him
and
with
his
his
house
peg
was
leg.
being cleaned or something. So he used to live or stay in the hotel room that was at the inn, and I saw him in there playing Xbox games in the bedroom. And I thought, Jesus, this guy's so damn lazy, and he has a nerve to complain about me being slow or lazy. Then one day I go into work in the morning, I enter the kitchen, and standing at the sink doing my job is some boy called Perry. Apparently he just got a new kitchen porter to replace me. Maybe
Well, yeah,
because
one that
he
didn't have
felt
anime
like he
hair.
needed two kitchen porters.
What am
or
I
he was
doing? You still
getting ready
haven't
to
told me.
fire me and then use Perry to do my job. So I go in there.
I
and didn't know
never
what to do
failed the
because
mission.
Perry is already doing my job, washing the dishes, and he's already done the cleaning. So
I like
there was
Scottish people, they're
nothing
cool.
to do. I just stood there watching him wash dishes. And then the Scottish
very
guy comes
genuine
in, and
people.
then he's all mad and angry, saying, why are you just standing there doing nothing, Daniel? I don't pay you to stand around doing effing nothing. And then he tells me to help Perry do the dishes. So two of us are standing there at the sink washing dishes, 4 pairs of hands going into the sink washing dishes. It was just stupid.
Sounds kind of
And then he
erotic.
tells me to go over to his house, which is just down the road, and clean his house because the previous owners, Lynn and Bernard,
Leave my house,
they had
loser.
a lot of dogs and they were very untidy people.
And you did
the
it,
house
didn't
was
you?
A mess. So he wanted me to go over there and wipe down all of the surfaces and give it a deep clean. So I had to spend the entire day mopping and cleaning his stupid house. And I just really hated working there. This Scottish guy was so horrible. He was so unbearable to have as a boss. And
He sounds
I really
cool
wanted
to
quit.
me.
Luckily, my
He
dad
blows
got
up
me
his
a
kitchen
job
every
at
day.
his
It's
company,
kinda
the
rad.
company he works at, and he got me a job as an office junior. So then I tell the
So Sonic, if you're Daniel Lord he's bisexual, if I understand things correctly, but he has a very different dynamic per his relationships with women and his relations with men. With women, he is very entitled and very faux dominant. He feels like he is the boss in the situation, from my understanding of the few videos that I've seen. Sonic might be able to provide more context to it. But basically, he is more or less the alpha in the relationship. However, when he's with a man, he's very petulant and whiny and kind of resistantly submissive, if that means anything, based on his stories. Like, he'll say something like, and I was whining and said, no, I didn't want to, but I took it and whatnot. And it makes me think that his sexual dynamics are just complete 180s with each role, which I don't know a lot about the gay terminology in terms of like power bottom or whatever stuff like that. I don't know any of it. So I'm wondering, for someone who does know, is there such a thing as a reluctant and resistant bottom? Because that's essentially what he is. He'll consent, but he is going to complain the entire time, which, I mean, that's kind of what he does.
This guy, I got a new job. I want to quit. And guess what he says? He says, good. You are the worst kitchen porter
I think
I've
Daniel's
ever had.
a
And then he asked me what my new job is, and I say office assistant. And then he says
he's a bottom.
You know, you
but
have
he's
to
a
have really
crybaby
good
bottom.
communication skills to work in an office, which I don't think you have, Daniel. But you know, good luck anyway.
That's funny,
I
Winchester.
ended up just leaving, and I didn't go back to get my final paycheck because I never wanted to see him ever again. I ended up getting my mum to go there to pick up my paycheck.
We had mom come in.
Because
Nice.
I felt so miserable, and I didn't want to have to go back there
taking my
ever
money.
again.
Okay. Office assistant.
So I start my new job at my dad's office. It was a small office, small engineering company, maybe about five or six people working there. And they made refrigeration machines. And they made these refrigeration cooling machines, cooling systems for all kinds of things. Shops, small shops, businesses, all the way up to big ships like Royal Navy ships. And my dad was the project manager, and he had to design these machines.
Spend it on burgers.
Danny Boy working for King Jad VCMP.
We ought to ask him that. Hey, Jad, did you have any kind of weird crybaby English Asian dude working for you? And did he make a lot of bizarre references to sexual experiences he had buried between what seemed like irrelevant conversations? Like, he was telling you about the bicycle that he just bought, and then he mentioned that, you know, he sucked a dude's dick, and then just kept going. Did you work with someone like that? Thank you, I appreciate it,
computer and actually get the parts ordered and have it built.
Man, that dude's gonna be so confused
below the office,
Working
and then
Jad.
that will get sent out to the big Royal Navy ships. And if there was any problems with the machine, my dad had to go out to wherever the ship was and fix it, because
He
for
kind of
some
reminds
reason
me
they
of
didn't have their
Roger
own
from
engineers
American
on the
Dad,
ship that
and that
could
his
fix
weird
it.
sexual
My dad
comments
had to
come
go
out of
all the way
nowhere.
out to the ship. Sometimes he had to go to
And
places
it's
like
equally.
Bahrain,
He says it about women and men,
Malaysia,
so.
Dubai. So my job at the company as an office assistant was to mostly help my dad, because he had to print out these massive instruction manuals for the machinery.
Yeah, he kind of is
and then I
into
had to
MILFs too,
organize the
Sonic. I heard him
instruction
talking
manuals
about
page by
how
page, so that was
he
a
had
pretty
mentioned something about there's a lot of MILFs in Japan that are horny for him, but he's not really into it, but he could see that he could get into it. I remember him ranting about that one time. And again, this conversation, this little sentence came while he was complaining about how there was too much rain in Japan. His mind is very bizarre. His train of thought is just astral drifting into weird sexual perversions. It's very entertaining. I like it.
easy job just putting the pages into a folder. But then I had
I listen
other
to this
jobs
guy
like
while I'm building
data
model kits, and
entry
sometimes
into
I drop my
computers
tools.
and organizing the cabinets and organizing the folders in the cabinets and stuff like that. That was all fine and everything, but there was a guy there called Gordon, who I really didn't like. Gordon, he was a very annoying
I could be a
person,
gigolo if
like
I
a
wanted to
super
be. I
strict,
just don't want to be.
super serious, hard-working kind of guy who didn't like it when other people slacked off, and I slacked off quite a lot when I had nothing to do, because sometimes there was just no work
you
to
and I
do.
agree. I
Sometimes
goof off at
there'd
work
be a
all the
quiet
time, man.
period at the job, and there wasn't really
I
much
sometimes
to do. And
hide
at the
at
time I
work.
was
It's
very
okay.
into studying Japanese, so I'd sit there with a piece of paper just practicing kanji
I
and
think so,
practicing
Salty
Japanese,
Wizard.
and he would see
That'd
me
be funny.
sitting there doodling or scribbling, and he didn't like it. So he always came over to me when I seemed like I had nothing to do, and he would get me to make tea and coffee for the entire office. And I really didn't
because
like
he's putting
this.
you
I
to work,
quit
dude.
a job doing
You're just
kitchen
sitting there.
assistant, kitchen work, and now he's
It's like when your dad would say, you know, you ever tell your dad, "Hey, Dad, I'm bored."
Boy, which
He'll
I found
say,
very
"I'll find something for you to
demeaning and
do."
insulting. One time, my dad had this very important meeting in the conference room with his boss and some very important clients. Customers, probably from the Royal Navy, who knows? And
Wow,
then
that
stupid
does sound
Gordon
important.
tells me to go and make tea and coffee and bring it into the meeting room, and I felt so embarrassed having to go in to the meeting room with my dad there, and I'm like serving coffee to these people, and it felt humiliating because as you can see, I'm Asian or half Asian. I'm not white, but everyone in the meeting room, including my dad, were white. And I felt like an SLAVE, like a maid or a servant working in some kind
so you're
of
petulant,
British
eh?
Empire office in one of the British Empire colonies in Singapore or something, like it's 1947.
I don't know, that
And
sounds
it
a little
just-
silly
it
to
felt
me, but
really
if it's what you felt, it's what you
embarrassing.
felt.
My dad was also kind of upset as well because he was hoping that I would get a job at the company and be trained up as an engineer.
so
or
he
trained
wasn't
up
like
as
DSP,
at least an
damn.
office person, but all they were doing was getting me to make tea and coffee for everyone, like
That's
I
pretty
was
much all you could
servant
do.
boy. And then the
Continuous
last
improvement.
straw was when Gordon came up to me one morning and said, "Okay, Daniel, since you're not very busy," he had like
Yeah,
a very
kind of, like
condescending, patronizing tone. The most annoying thing about Gordon was the way he spoke. It was like a very irritating, patronizing way of talking that he had.
Huh,
So he says,
tell me more
"Okay,
about
Daniel,
this
so since you
irritating,
don't have anything to
patronizing
do,
guy."
I want you to go around the office every day at 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. and ask everyone if they want to have a coffee or a tea, and take a piece of paper and write down how everyone likes to have
So
their
you're
tea or
taking
coffee.
orders, huh?
Sugar, no sugar, milk, no
Well,
milk, that kind of stuff.
this wouldn't
And
happen
I just
if you were
had
doing
enough
something
at that
else.
point. I managed to last about 6 months there. I saved
And
up
that's
quite
that's what I'm picking up from this info. This dude is complaining about how unfair this all was, but this only seemed to have happened because he was sitting around doing nothing. So you have only yourself to blame, Daniel. You should make yourself look busy, if nothing else. But if you're sitting there like a Sims character without any actions in his queue, people are going to find something to do for you.
a lot of money for my first trip to Japan, which I was really excited for.
His dad
and
is
I decided
Asian.
to just say no to him, and I didn't care if I
I believe
got
his
fired.
mother's white.
So I said, no, I'm not going to do that. And then he says, okay, Daniel, let's go and have a chat with Phil, the manager. And then I
Phil?
had to
Oh,
get
no,
taken
not this
into
guy.
Phil's office, and Phil gave me a lecture on why it's important to
tipping,
make tea for the team, because
donating,
it creates like a family
liquidity,
atmosphere, and you can
this is
bond
my
with the other
job.
people working there and become like a
You
family,
don't know how
which
life
is very
works.
important when working in an office. And then he said, do you think you can do that, Daniel? And I said, no, I'm not going to do it. And then he said, well, then unfortunately we won't be able to allow you to continue working here.
Yeah,
And I
because you're
said,
doing nothing.
Okay, whatever. So I guess you could say I got fired from that job, or I accepted to get fired instead of just listening to what they told me to do.
How's it going, Ron?
In hindsight, I should have just made the damn tea, because
Yeah, you
the
should
money
have.
was pretty good. I worked there for only 5 or 6 months. And
I mean,
managed
hell,
to
if it was
save
an
up
easy-ass
about
job and I'm getting paid a lot,
£7,000, which
I'll
was pretty
make tea.
good. I didn't have any expenses. My dad
My
drove
ambition
me
is in
there
my art. It's
because
never
I
in
went
my
there
job.
with him.
I don't
So
care.
no transport fees. I lived with my parents, no rent. My parents paid my food. I didn't pay for anything, so I saved every penny that I made from that job, and I made like £6,000-7,000, which was loads of money for me at the time. I think I was about
that sounds
20
pretty
years
good.
old. And
His
that was
father's white?
huge,
Okay, I'm
and I
sorry.
managed
Well, and
to
then his
go to
mother's
Japan
Asian.
for the first time because
You
I
got
had
it.
that money. So in hindsight, maybe I should have just shut up and made the tea and worked there for a bit longer to make even more
Should ask
money.
CSPY
But I
fired
kind of let
Daniel
my
Lord.
ego and my
I
pride
never
take
fired
over
Daniel Lord.
and
It's probably something
control
Jack
my
did me.
decision making. But Gordon was so annoying. I couldn't stand working with him. Even my dad didn't like
Oh,
him.
man, I'm sorry to
Sometimes
hear
my
that,
dad
Ron.
came home from work and he would complain about how annoying Gordon was because Gordon tried to tell my dad how to do his job when it's not really Gordon's place to be telling my dad what to do. Gordon doesn't know anything about engineering. So I quit the job and I go to Japan for my first time ever, and I'm instantly hooked on traveling to Japan. I have my first experiences with women. I meet and hang out with lots of different people from all over the world. I make friends.
So this is a little bit of lore when it comes to him in Japan. Most people I would say are interested at least in visiting Japan to some degree, if not for the sights or for some of the cool stuff. And I think it just comes with a sort of wanderlust that we all have. For example, my wife and I want to go to Japan sometime. This guy lived there for a couple years, and every other word out of his mouth while he was in Japan is, "This place sucks. This is the worst place to live. Don't ever live in Japan. Japan is a shithole. It's barely even civilized society." And when you see him walking around, no one's bothering him. No one's doing anything. No one's being upsetting to the guy. But he's just a very cranky individual and hates everything. So it's a certain level of insulting that this guy probably has lived the dreams of lots of people and just lived in Japan for a couple months. And he hated it.
Friends have a great time in Japan.
You saying Singapore
And
was
from that
infinitely
point
better
onwards,
than Japan, which
all
I guess I
cared
just
about
never hear
was
that.
being able to save up money so I can go to Japan again. So I come back after going to Japan, and I'm already thinking about going to Japan again the next year. And the next year, I want to get a job in Japan. And I get a job in Japan doing the working holiday visa. My second time in Japan, I do the working holiday visa, and I get a job at Lawson, a convenience store. And I was very proud that I was able to get a job at Lawson because I had studied very hard to learn Japanese, and my Japanese was good enough to be able to work at Lawson and be able to deal with Japanese
whine in Japanese?
customers. Unfortunately, working at the convenience store was a complete nightmare. The problem was my Japanese was okay, but it wasn't perfect, and my Japanese had a lot of holes in it. And there were a lot of times where I just didn't understand what the customers were saying, and then the customers got grumpy at me. Either they mumbled and I couldn't really catch what they were saying, or they were just saying a word that I had never heard before. For example, this one time a customer comes in and he asks us for a spray that discharges.
Jesus Christ, he's talking about pounds and tea.
Are you making a DSP reference? As in pounds of cat and tea that died? I assume that's what you're referencing. Yeah, DSP and LTG, or DSP and Daniel Lord, they have some sort of they share a lot of the same script writers. I'm thinking that there's a commonality there. Thank you very much, good God. No, I appreciate it.
Just static electricity, and I don't know what static electricity is in Japanese.
It is weird hearing
so he
English
says the
locales,
word,
though.
And I don't understand what he's saying. I try to take out my phone to look on Google Translate, but then my coworker's like, "Oh, no phones whilst we're working." They were very strict
buddy's a little tight
about
right
not
now.
opening or
Gonna have to
using
have
your
lunch
phone
meat
whilst
sushi.
you're working. So I didn't know what to do. The coworker had to step in and take over because I
So
didn't
you made
understand.
more work for someone. Very
And
nice.
I felt so useless and rubbish at my job, and this kept happening almost every day where I didn't understand what the customer was saying, and then they got kind of grumpy at me, they tutted or sighed at me, and
Oh, yeah,
this
they got
didn't
really
feel very
angry.
good. Every day I was filled with anxiety, fearing that I was just not going to understand.
Yeah,
what
one
the
day he's
customer
going to
was
piss off
say
Jotaro,
again.
and
There
Jotaro's
were
going
lots
to pull
of
across
very
the counter.
fiddly, annoying procedures we did at the convenience store, like refunding items was a very annoying process I have to go through. Adding points to a transaction was also a fiddly process, so we always had to ask the customer if they had a points card.
Oh, okay, yeah,
before
that's
scanning their
annoying. I don't
item,
like doing
because
that kind of
after you've
shit.
scanned the item and taken the money,
I don't
and
even like doing
given
point
them
cards,
the receipt,
having one.
you can't add the points to the purchase anymore.
It's
you
true,
have to
Darcy.
refund the item,
It's very true.
and then go through the entire process from the beginning. And then when you refund the item, you've got to fill out in the book why you refunded it. It's just
Okay,
a
that
very
does sound kind of
annoying
annoying. I'll
process.
give you that
And
one,
this one
Daniel.
time I got lazy and I decided not to ask the customer for a points card, and he didn't show me a points card, so I just assumed he didn't have one. And then I scan his item, I take the money, I give him his change and his receipt, and then afterwards he says, "Oh, I have a points card." And I thought, oh my god, it's too late now. So
you
I
should have
just
brought it up. Now you
refused
just made more work
to
for
add
yourself.
his points, because to add
You
his
asshole.
points, I would have to refund the whole item, take back the
You better
money,
do it then.
and then rescan the item, and then just do it all from the
Yeah,
beginning.
you do it
But
then.
there was a massive queue of people waiting, and it was really busy, and for some
Well, that's
reason
your
I was
fault,
on my own
man.
behind the counters. And
Do
I just
things
panicked.
right, idiot.
And I just refused. I said, "No, sorry, I can't add your points now." And he was
no.
just standing there looking dumbfounded that he couldn't believe that I
Mods,
was
get this guy
refusing
out of
to
my
add his
store.
points to the purchase. So I just said, "Next, please," and I ignored him, and eventually he just walked off. The entire cash register is in Japanese kanji,
Well,
which can be
yeah.
very hard to read when you're under pressure and there's a massive queue of people. And I couldn't remember exactly how to do a refund. There was a refund button, then you press this button, that button, and scan the
dude,
item.
man.
And then you got to put the money back into the till, and then write somewhere that you added money back into the till. It's just really confusing. And
I mean,
just
it
kind
sounds
of
simple
had
enough after a
mental
while.
Flip out, and I couldn't do the refund.
Yeah, this
under
dude would
that
get
kind of
fired here
pressure.
for that.
I kept making these silly little mistakes as well. For example,
I feel bad for
I kept
Walgreens
forgetting
employees.
how
They ask
long
me
to
all the
put things
time, do I
in
have
the
a card? I do
microwave,
not
or
have a card.
how long do I deep fry the fried chicken, is it 20 seconds or 30 seconds? I had to keep asking, and then they got frustrated because I couldn't remember.
Yeah, dude, that's an easy question to remember the answer to. 20 seconds or 30 seconds. Try to remember it as like a pie chart. Is it 1/3 of a minute or is it half a minute? I find that works better for me. This guy is such a pathetic loser. He can't remember if it's 20 seconds or 30 seconds. Well, here's a good solution. Try 20 seconds, and if it doesn't look right, do 30. This dude is lazy as hell. God.
How long I had to do stuff. One time I put a bento microwave
meal
into the microwave, and I forgot to take off
unanimous
the
amongst
sachet
these
of
idiots.
sauce, and then it exploded inside of the microwave. And
Where
made
is
a
the
massive
refund
mess,
go? You
and
still
and the
haven't told
customer
me.
was standing there with tissues wiping off the sauce. Thankfully, the customer was quite friendly and quite nice, so it wasn't a huge problem, but my co-workers did not like it. And after working there for about 3 months, they took me into the back office and they scolded me for making mistakes still, said I wasn't trying my best,
hacked you with their
said I kept
stands.
making mistakes. And at that point, I had enough. I was fed up. Had so much anxiety and stress every day from
And I wish there was still
communication
borders in my
problems.
area.
I really hated the job as well. And it was just very stressful. I ended up just not going back there. I didn't
Maybe,
even tell
good
them I
God, no.
quit.
There was a big ass line of people there at that Japanese convenience store because word got around that there was this easily frustrated English dude who worked there, and they all went there to try and annoy him. I would like to see that. That'd be pretty
just
funny.
left
Josuke would do
without
it.
saying I'm not coming back. And because I didn't have the willpower to find a new job, and I didn't have YouTube, and I didn't have any kind of way of making money,
so you begged?
I had to leave Japan after about 4 months instead of just staying there for a whole year, which is what my working holiday visa
couldn't pay the bills.
allowed
I
me
get
to
you.
stay there. So I wasted my whole working holiday
Your
visa,
liquidity,
and
man.
I had to leave Japan. And then finally, my fourth and last job that I've ever had. I had this job back in 2016, which was like 7 years ago now. I worked night shifts at a petrol station as a sales assistant. And I was about 26, 27 years old.
Right.
And this is probably the most annoying and the worst job I've ever had. And this is all because I had this one co-worker who I really hated. This guy from Nepal, the Nepalese guy. He was basically like a carbon copy of Gordon. Very strict, very hardworking, very
what an
strong
asshole.
work ethic, didn't like slacking around.
Shitty personality.
Very annoying and patronizing, condescending way of talking. I think he and Gordon would have
This guy had a work
great
ethic. I
friends,
hated him.
but I really despised him, and I couldn't work there. After about 9 months of working there, I just couldn't work there any longer because I couldn't stand this guy. So I chose night shifts because I thought doing
with
night
Ryder,
shift,
that really does make a whole lot of sense. It kind of drifts into DSP territory where he doesn't really even think about what he does at any point. I would think that working at a convenience store, if you don't speak the language fully, would be one of the worst positions you could work. I mean, outside of, I don't know, an EMT, that's the worst thing you'd want to do. Because people will ask for stuff and your answer will be, dude, I can't answer you. And those people are going to scold me.
shift would be easy. There's going to be hardly any customers. Going to be really quiet. We'll just be standing
Except for this
around
Nepalese
doing
dude.
nothing most of the time. I was very wrong. There were so many things to do, like restocking the shelves, checking expiry dates, cooking and baking things like
that
donuts,
sounds fun.
pies, sandwiches, stuff like that, ready for the morning.
Armored Cereal,
service.
this guy just
And then we
gravitates
also
to
had
things that he
manage
doesn't like.
customers. Surprisingly, still quite a lot of customers came in the middle of the night. Truck drivers, lorry drivers, police people, that kind of stuff. And also the worst customers I've ever experienced. The Irish travelers would come in
poor
every
Irish.
weekend completely smashed and drunk and have fights and cause problems.
my fellow
and had to
Irishmen,
call the
hopefully.
police several times. We even got shoplifted, which was pretty scary, and had to call the police. And it was very
scary that you got
chaotic
shoplifted?
and not peaceful
It's a
at all
victimless
doing
crime.
night shifts in a petrol station. The problem with a petrol station is it's like an easy target for criminals because it's a very
would have thought he
quiet
would have known that,
area
Pathetic.
in the countryside, and it's very isolated, and it's the middle of the night. Not many
This dude got
people.
robbed multiple
It's
times.
like very easy target for criminals because it has all of the stuff criminals like. It's got money in the cash register, it's got alcohol,
baking.
it's got booze, it's got cigarettes, and they just
Wow,
come.
that sounds cool. I'm
and
gonna
they
rob
think,
you.
Oh, it's easy. We're just going to steal from that place because Daniel's a very weak and timid guy. So when I say Irish travelers, if you're not from
He
the
shit
UK,
on himself.
maybe you
I
don't
didn't even have
understand what I
to.
mean. I'm not talking about tourists from Ireland, Irish tourists.
No,
I'm
you're just
talking
roving
about
gangs of Irishmen.
travelers who are people who usually live on a piece of land and they don't have a house. They live in a caravan or some kind of trailer or like a mobile home that's on wheels.
You got
So it
robbed by
doesn't
vagrants, huh?
technically count as a building, so they don't have to pay certain types of taxes. Maybe in America
get
it's
you
like
on
the
that
equivalent of trailer trash or rednecks, if that's what
I
you
have them
call
out of necessity,
They're
but I
not
don't
very
really-
pleasant people, let's just put it that way. And almost every
I don't have
weekend
probably as
they
much
would
love
come
for it
in
as some
and
people do.
cause some kind of trouble. One time this massive gang of them, maybe 8 or 10, arrived at the petrol station in cars, and they were all drunk, holding
Oh, man, it's like
pints
Mad
of
Max,
beers they
except
just
it's,
stole from the pub they came from.
Mad
They were all
McCormick.
completely drunk and fighting in the petrol station, smashing
sounds really
stuff. We
funny.
had to call the police by pressing the emergency button under the counter to do like an instant distress call, and then the police show up after they leave, and then we had to like file a report and tell them, explain what happened. It was very scary.
So wait.
Before-
What if what I'm understanding is correct here? A bunch of Irishmen showed up at his petrol station and treated it like a Waffle House. Daniel, that would be a fun story for me. I would love telling this story. All right, guys. So I was working at this gas station in the United Kingdom, right? And 6 or 7 Irish dudes pop out of nowhere because it's pitch black outside, and they just started having a fight in the middle of the chips section. It was badass, and they left before the police could come, so we had to do a report and whatnot. But I wanted to make a copy of the security footage. Daniel, that sounds like a fun story. You're a loser.
Working at that petrol station, I had absolutely zero experience interacting with the police. But then I was interacting with the police so many times because we kept
Yeah,
getting
you get tired of it after a
shoplifted.
while. I've had to
Irish
call the
people
police
kept
a lot of
coming
times.
and shoplifting or fighting. So I had a lot of interactions
job.
with the police, which was kind of interesting, I guess, but I didn't really enjoy it
afraid
because
of
it's very
of me.
stressful. So
Only
not
want your
only
tears acting.
was it stressful because we had scary, violent, criminal customers sometimes. but
Scary,
I also
violent
didn't
criminal
get along with
customers
the
that
Nepalese guy
shoplifted
who
and
was
left.
my co-worker for night shifts at all. He was very nitpicky and was constantly complaining about the way I did things. So, for example,
Badly,
one
I
of the jobs
imagine.
we had to do was to check for expired food on the shelves. And there was a lot of food, loaves of bread.
I think so, Ramen
loads of
Ramen.
stuff in the
They
refrigerator.
throw down the
area. I had
whiskey
to
bottle
check
and it creates
each
a
and
cloud
every
of smoke and they
packet to see if
disappear.
it was expired or not. And sometimes I would not check properly and I would miss something, and then he would double check, and he would always catch what I missed. And then he would
That's
be
what
very
he's
annoying
supposed to
about it.
do.
He'd be like, Daniel, you missed something again. Do you need to be trained how to check properly? And then he would tut and sigh at me, have this very condescending tone. I found it
Because
very
you're clearly
irritating.
inept at what you're
and
doing,
then
my
when I
guy.
had my second break, or kind of unofficial break, he really didn't like it when I had my second break. I'd have a short 5 or 10 minute break before around 5 a.m., which is when I started cooking the morning pastries and sandwiches. It's silly because I only had 2 breaks and he had like 4 or 5 breaks because he had to smoke. So he kept having smoking breaks. So he was allowed to have all these smoking breaks, but I wasn't allowed to have my second unofficial break. He would come into the office when I was having my break, and then he would just tut and sigh at me and be like, "Oh, you're not going to do any effing work, are you, Daniel?" He was just really rude. And I tried really hard to just keep my mouth shut about it and just...
When DSP and this guy, oh, nice freeze frame here. Oh yeah, that's a good one. He's getting the Irish guys had some drugs on them. Anyway, whenever one of these locals tell these stories about their workplace drama, I can't call them a liar because I wasn't there. Granted, I wasn't there, but something about their cadence and their
People, you gonna spend it on burgers?
Some Irish-style individuals stole a single wheel off of my wife's car. But support has been slow.
You guys didn't see it, but a bunch of Irishmen took off. I told them to follow the trail of gold, but the police were like, "You sound like a dumbass." And then the Irish guys came back and stole my grocery bag. So, what I mean by this is, look out for any leprechauns in the area.
DSP would talk like that. That'd be obnoxious. Never mind. That wasn't funny. That actually kind of annoyed me. I annoyed myself. Thank you, good God. No, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I can't call this guy a liar. I can't, because I wasn't there. But something about his delivery and his cadence and how spoiled and bratty and entitled he seems, I know this isn't true. I know there's some parts of these stories that he is intentionally omitting because he knows it makes him look bad. What more likely happened was that his second unofficial break lasted 45 minutes.
Take it. But then one time I just completely snapped and I talked back to him and I was like, I don't like the way you talk to me. You're being very rude to me.
Exactly, Satsuki. He makes more work for people. Why wouldn't they be annoyed with this guy?
Did your own work and I'll do my own work. And I was so scared because I usually don't talk back to people or get angry at people. My lips were trembling, my knees were shaking from all the adrenaline. I just felt very scared that I actually talked back to him.
I agree, Pathetic. That'd be fun.
And he ended up complaining to the manager about me. And then me and the manager had to have a talk. And then I told her that he was swearing at me and was being very rude. And at the time, I was making a lot of YouTube videos about my new job at the petrol station. And I'd make videos about him, complaining about him, talking about how much I hate the job, how I wish I got fired. And somehow the manager found my YouTube channel and she saw these videos. She also saw the video where I filmed during... One time I had a night shift where I was all alone because the Nepalese guy took holiday, and then when he takes holiday I have to work alone, and I decided to make a vlog in the petrol station.
This seems like a dumb idea.
Alone, and she found it and she was not happy with it. She said it was a security risk, and people who were thinking or planning to rob the place could use the video to plan a robbery. Which is stupid. If they were really planning a robbery, they could just come into the store before and just walk around and look.
I agree, good God, no. It's a good
call.
call.
She made me take down that video of me vlogging my shift at work. It's back up now because, you know, I don't care. She can't tell me what to do anymore.
Oh God, I kind of want to find it. Let me see. Petrol station. Let me just add it to my list of stuff I gotta watch. I definitely need to see vintage Daniel whining. Okay, well, this isn't petrol stuff. Where's the petrol one? Okay, so we got this one.
I've got 2 more hours until I finish. I've already finished all my jobs perfectly. I do things maybe 80% perfectly. Does that even make sense?
I think you're rounding up there, sir.
80% perfect. I do it to a good enough standard. It looks fine.
Good enough.
How I do things.
Good enough is where I like to be.
If you missed a few bits at the back, no one's going to notice.
Yeah, exactly, Ramen.
I'm going to quit.
Oh yeah, how can this be used to plan anything? Okay, where's this? There's no safe here. So we know that a safe is not here. We've narrowed down where we need to search.
Anyway, so it doesn't really matter if they fire me.
What is this? This looks like a fridge.
So here we have some stamps that no one ever buys. Stupid yellow machine, which is really irritating to use.
What a crybaby. This dude whines too
That
much.
flashing thing scans stuff.
Okay.
That thing reads cards.
Yes, we know what these are, man. I'm not an alien.
It's a tiny keyboard. It's a clock that tells the wrong time.
Oh, you know what? I'll help you. There's some lighters. This is a shelf. This is like a countertop. Here's a drawer you can put stuff in. Here's DSP's grocery bags. We stole those. This is a Game Boy with a magnifier attachment on it. This is just porn, but it's very weird looking porn. And back there, those are nooses, which Boogie might frequent.
It's a phone. What else do we have? The cash register.
Oh, nice. Yeah, just point it out. Okay,
the
we
user
got
interface
this.
looks like it came
Got
from
this.
the 90s.
What is this?
And it's running Windows XP. Why don't they update it? I don't know.
Okay, so now you told them what the operating system is.
Sometimes it just freezes up. You
No,
have to
please.
restart the whole till. And there's all the booze, the expensive booze.
Okay,
and
that's where
cigarettes
DSP is going to
behind
be.
me.
A lot of gamer
And we got
shit.
Cheap heater down there because it was freezing in January.
You crybaby,
And
man.
the lottery machine.
Is this a
which
bottle
off
of water? What is
during
this?
the night.
What's this thing?
It's the shop, the store.
It's like a safe, man.
I used to come to this
This
store
is in the
when I
United
was a
Kingdom.
teenager, like 10 years ago. And back then, the shop was only this big up until this part. There used to be a wall here. And it expanded.
You got the
it all
DSP
way
hand
around,
point.
And now it's like 3 times the size. And now they're
Yeah, I can
actually
see why his
expanding
boss
it
would
to
be annoyed
double
by
the
this.
size. Wait, I'll show you the CCTV thing. It's pretty cool. You can change which
Dude,
camera.
this is a serious security risk.
So let me zoom in.
You're showing them all the
So you can
doodads.
change. See, this is all under construction. There used to be a car wash here. Now it's all just.
No, I would have fired this guy.
construction stuff.
You're showing people
see-
where the cameras look. No.
See all around the shop. A lot more construction. And then you got the pumps, the stores, the store cameras.
This guy is
And
legitimately
more store
retarded.
cameras. See, every time the Irish gypsies come in, we're supposed to check the alcohol section because
Irish
they
what
always
now?
pinch stuff. They always put alcohol into their jackets or into their coats. Every time. I guess we could take a walk around.
Big ups Irishman.
It feels kind of weird doing this. I feel like I'm going to get in a lot of trouble. kind of nervous.
This does look like a cool place, though. I'd work here.
Cash register. And
oh, sweet. We got some pastries.
You got a coffee machine, and then there's the sweet stuff, donuts.
Very cool.
And this is all the stuff I just baked, pies.
I bet it tastes like shit because you only do 80%.
And then you got the alcohol.
I've got booze.
And then and this is the kitchen where all the magic happens, the baking.
Oh yeah. What's this?
And then the office is in here. This is the storeroom. It's in a bit of a mess right now.
Yeah, clean this up.
My coat. This is the office.
So that's where he was hiding for 45 minutes right there.
The expired food goes in his trolley.
Spend it on burgers.
This dude is just a negativity vampire, lol.
For real, this guy will bring you down. His videos of him walking around Japan brought me some depression because of how much this dude cried about things that I would have been excited for. He's talking about how, oh, when this happens, this kind of thing happens, and it's so dumb. I'll use an example. Oh, when the cherry blossoms bloom, they get all on the ground, and they get on your shoes, and it's really disgusting, and it pisses me off. Bro, that's beautiful. What the hell are you talking about?
And I take some home and I finish my shift.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Drinks and wine and loads of crap. Some Christmas stuff at the back. Christmas.
And I need to watch more vintage stuff from him. This is kind of cool.
Oh crap! Someone's trying to take fuel. You hear that beeping? That's what happens when someone tries to take fuel.
And this door's unlocked.
And then press this button, and then it releases the fuel.
No, man, this is bad.
I don't know who's doing it. That guy over there.
Well, let's see him. Zoom in on him.
You can't see because of the reflection, but there's a car.
Where is he at? I don't see him. Chase him. Chase him down.
I feel really nervous doing this. I wrote my name on it so people don't drink it.
Yeah, exactly, Lord DS Parody. Don't show people where it is. Yo, let's go check out the magazines. Come on, let's go check out the magazines.
Just bought petrol.
We got Mad Magazine.
4.
Yeah, this is a convenience
got
store.
1 hour, 45 minutes left.
Wait, you take your break right before you
nights
leave?
like this, I don't really feel like quitting. It's just so relaxing to be able to work.
Yeah, this sounds like a kind of cool job. I wouldn't even mind the Irish dude swiping shit all the time.
Moaning at me all the time.
Anyway, back to the dude.
But she also told me to take down the videos where I was cussing out the Nepalese guy, and I had to take them down. I didn't take them down, I just set them to private because I didn't want to get fired.
They have a certain subtlety to them.
It was really awkward. After I had that chat with the manager, me and the Nepalese guy, we never talked to each other ever again. We would start our shift. We wouldn't even say hello. I would go to the petrol station, walk in behind the counter where he was already there, and we would just avoid eye contact.
I'm good, Teresa. How are you?
Anything. He would go out and do his jobs, and I would just sit there, and then he would come back, and then I'd go out and do my jobs. And we would try as hard as possible not to interact with each other at all. And the manager could see us on the CCTV camera feeds from her house, and she thought it was really weird how I refused to talk to people.
For some reason, the Reese's inventory is really low.
I was being very antisocial, and I wasn't trying to talk to people. I was just ignoring people at the workplace.
Wow, fantastic.
And that was just because I felt fed up. I couldn't be bothered anymore. I felt really burnt out.
Can't be bothered to work this,
good morning,
what seems to be a pretty cool
every
job.
Single damn day. And also there's like this weird drinks tea culture. It's kind of like British culture where if you go to make yourself a tea or a coffee, you kind of have to offer everyone else if they want to have a tea or
so
coffee.
You have to be dignified and thoughtful.
It's considered impolite or weird.
Well, that's
so there's a tea coffee machine, and I used to just make my
drink
have a roommate?
Before
I started my shift. I'd get a cup, put it there, press the button.
I only ever had a roommate
once
once in his very briefly. He was
and
cool
the
though.
Manager complained to me, said to me that I need to ask
his girlfriend
everyone
would come over and stay the night, and what was really weird about it, never had any issues. She never caused any problems whatsoever.
I had this
didn't think it was
problem at the stupid office job where people were whining at me
because your roommate bringing over someone extra and always causes problems. At least from what I've heard from anyone else, never for me.
Coffee and tea. Can't they just make their own drink? Why do I have to make other people's drinks?
You are such a baby,
I never want anyone else to make me a drink. I'll just make myself my own drink.
Why can't I just be selfish?
Problem when you work in the UK.
All right,
to seem normal. You have to ask people if they want a drink. So I just ended up not making my own drink anymore, and I just bring a bottle of water
roommate a cat
and drink that.
A cat for
instead
roommate
of
is good
making myself a tea or drink. So I didn't want to have to ask every damn time. Do you want a drink? Do you want a drink? I'm going to make a tea now. Do you want one too? Because they would ask me every time. That when my co-workers went to make their own drink, they would ask me if I wanted a drink as well every damn time. I said no, thank you, no, thank you, no, thanks. So I really just felt.
So let me understand this complaint correctly here. you were frustrated that you were more or less looked to reciprocate what people had done for you. Just because you'd never wanted tea doesn't mean that you can't just say, "Hey man, you want some tea? I'm making some." And it doesn't take that much work. It doesn't take that much more work to make 2 cups of tea versus 1 cup of tea. Same thing with coffee. This dude is a little brat, man. I would hate to work with this guy. He is a chump. This is Daniel Lorte. He's this really whiny English dude who has a lot of overlap with DSP when it comes to complaining. He complains about everything, and it's never his fault, and everyone's an asshole.
Felt fed up working there, hated the Nepalese guy. It was really awkward now. I mean, it was nice
that's
that
true,
he
Trevor.
stopped bossing me around and complaining about me or
Didn't tea
complaining
originate
to
in
me
China, though?
after we had that talk with the manager. But now it's just really awkward because now we weren't talking at all, and it's just weird. And the thing I really found annoying was the fact that he was younger than me. He was like 2-3 years younger than me, but he kind of had like
I'm not a
old
big
man
tea drinker.
vibes.
I don't like it.
He
But
was
I'll
young,
make
but
it
he
if I'm
kind
making
of
some
looks
for people.
old, like weathered
At least
and
I can
worn.
see
And
it.
I guess that's because he was born and raised in Nepal, which is like very harsh environment on a mountain, which probably isn't a very easy life compared to someone like me who had a very easy life when he was a kid.
But I still whine
I was
and
very
cry.
spoiled. But he had like 50-year-old old man vibes. He wore a big, heavy, chunky looking metal wristwatch. And
cool.
I don't know, he did things like tuck his shirt into his trousers. He just seemed like an old man, even though he was younger than me. When I found out he was younger than me, it just annoyed me even more that he was bossing me about in my own country when he's younger than me. It just really
Because
annoyed me, so I had to
you're
quit
a
the
lazy
job.
baby.
So basically, every single job I've ever had follows this pattern of I start the job with good intentions. I want to
you
work,
start
I want to
whining.
make money, I want to earn money, and
It's
do
not
a
a
good
necessarily
job.
good
But then
intention,
after
but
a
I
few
get it,
months,
whatever.
I don't really seem to get any better at the job. I still kind of suck at the job. I don't try my best. I get lazy. I take shortcuts. I end up falling out with at least 1 or 2 people at the workplace because they are hardworking and I am not. And then they get mad because I'm lazy. And then they start nagging me.
So this is what I was talking about with Daniel Lord has a lot of overlap with DSP. Logan was talking about this on a recent stream that DSP often straddles the line between self-realization and not, where he will basically completely lock down what his issue is and how it is his own fault. And then in the very next sentence say, it's somebody else's fault. Daniel Lord is very much the same way, where he can completely strip himself down. He can say, I'm lazy, I'm unmotivated, I only put in 40% of the effort, and it's that Nepalese guy's fault.
I start hating them, and then it gets really awkward, and then I end up having to leave or I get fired because it's just too awkward to
maybe it's you,
carry on
Danny.
working
Yeah,
there,
I think
and
it's
just
so.
Don't care enough about the job to want to be really good at the job. I couldn't care less about
You don't have to be
being
really
the
good. You just don't have to be a
petrol
shithead.
station sales assistant or
Bishop
being
Daniel sounds like
the
a really
best
good reputation for others.
dishwasher
Everyone
at a
just complain about
stupid
John
kitchen
Daniel
in
while
some
he goes to the same
stupid
job
inn
and-
pub. So
Because he's a
I
baby.
really
He's a brat.
I
He
didn't
doesn't know
really
what he
hate the
wants.
work. I felt okay just working, and it felt nice to be making money. I just hated everyone that I had to work with because they would nag at me, boss me around.
Because you're
complain
lazy. You
about
just
me,
said this.
And they were just very annoying people to have to work with. And for that reason, I just don't really want to have to get a job again because I know exactly the same thing's going to happen. I'll just eventually end up falling out with everyone after a few months and then just quit. So I don't want to have to get a job. Hopefully I won't have to get a job ever again. I've got about 30 years left of life. So fingers crossed I won't have to work again for those 30 years. And we'll see how it goes. This has been a really long video. Don't know if anyone's still watching, but if you did get all the way to the end of the video, type in.
On that note,
Your life is nothing. You serve zero purpose. You should kill yourself now.
in Gundam Battle Operation. Man, what an ass. What an absolute shit stain. Oh, that's why I don't want to work. I worked 4 jobs I barely put any effort into, and people got annoyed with the fact that I'm lazy and stupid and inconsiderate and filmed videos that are very clearly security risks. I just hope that I never, ever have to work again. And so far, doing great. 30 more years left. Won't have to have any employment. And that's the other, thank you for this, Daniel Lord, because this brings me to the other thing that's really, and I guess you could say engaging about this guy, is this dude will gripe and whine for 4 hours straight and then gloat about how great his life is. I have such a cool life. I make so much money for my videos. There's too much ketchup on this sandwich. It makes me want to choke his ass out because he's such a little shit. And look at how smug he is about this. Oh yeah, fingers crossed I won't have to work anymore. And there's people out there that have to suck that shit up. You know, we all work with people we don't necessarily like. Sometimes we are that person that's unlikable. But for Daniel Lord and people like DSP, they just figured out the cheat code. I just won't work. How about that? Oh, all right, cool. You're so much better than everyone. That's why I kind of hate when people complain about 9-to-5 jobs, because the issue is these people are too lazy and want an easy check. That's why they hate 9-to-5 jobs. And like I said earlier, my ambition is in my art. I really don't care about necessarily what job I do. I've got a pretty good job and it makes some good money. You know, it's not as much as I would have wanted. But anyway, but you don't have to put your passion into your work. It's just not necessary. But this guy seems to think, well, if I'm not passionate about what I do, why even bother? Because it pays the bills and enables you to do things you are passionate about. This dude's a loser. I really do enjoy watching his stuff, though, because he gives me a little bit of a break from DSP, but still gives me the same emotions that I feel when I watch DSP. I still want to choke this dude out. I don't even necessarily want to attack 6 Erkin and LTG sometimes, but this guy, I'm like, I'll break this microphone over your head. Anyway, that's enough of Daniel Lord. A little bit of Daniel Lord goes a long way. But I do want to watch more stuff of his sometime whenever I'm not watching DSP, because I need to find the really good ones, because he has a lot of droning, meandering bullshit that goes nowhere. But it's fine. I hope you guys enjoyed the small dose of Daniel Lord. And we're going to close it off with some 6 Erkin getting completely torn down by his girlfriend. But hold on, I want to catch up on chat real quick here. He's my wife if she actually talked. Yeah, he does kind of have some whiny cat energy. Shit, I was hoping. Oh. He makes you hate being British? Well, this guy is a special kind of British dude. Do you want to murder Boogie in Minecraft? Man, I want to hit that dude with a bus. In Grand Theft Auto Online. To be fair, DSP did use cheat codes in games like Streets of Rage, blah, 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 and code. So it was easy. Sorry, I didn't mean to blah, blah, blah. Streets of Rage 2, that game was... Yeah, Streets of Rage 2 was easy. I played it with my friend when I was a kid on Sega. X-Men 2... Wait, he cheated on Clone Wars. What a loser. All right, so we're switching over to sorry, that was rude, Game Master. Real quick, back to 6 Erkin, and it's going to be the DSP Leanna situation for 6 Erkin.
Yo, what is going on, gang? Discord server. Discord server.
Fight me on MK16. I already subbed. Oh! If you don't know how to add me.
Round 1. Fight. How many minutes? How many minutes are you ready prepared for me? 2 hours. Easy money. I'm not staying here for another 2 hours. I'm gonna come off another drink.
I think this is the right one.
What kind of human being drinks for 2 hours, 3 hours? Alright, you drink that. Fight.
Worth Rider, very nice.
Nah. I don't want to say anything in the chat, but you know.
Dr. Gundam, he's a headcanon of Daniel discovered him by okay.
Would you rather be with for the rest of your life?
I do need some pointers as to how to get the quick lore on him.
A sheep or a piglet? Just think about it. You don't even know. Just think about it. Would you guys rather be with a sheep or a piglet romantically?
Neither. Yeah, I heard, Teresa. Neither. That's a no. I think so, good God, no. Makes him look cool. I would never want to have a relationship with an animal. It's not where I want to be.
Round 3.
Yeah, he has a girlfriend. It's pretty weird. He seems to be a rather unclassy lady.
Hey, man. Now, me personally, I'd rather be with a pig.
Oh, really?
Because a sheep is hairy.
Oh, okay. That's stupid. You one gross-ass individual. I want my animals hairless. Chihuahuas? Oh, that turns me on.
It's not about you. I'm just talking about in general. I'm not talking about you. So what would you describe yourself as, a sheep or a pig?
I wouldn't describe myself as that. I could say I'm hairy or not hairy.
Huh? I'm not saying. I didn't say anything about butt. I didn't say anything. I didn't.
You're talking about though.
But why? Well, you just announced it. I didn't announce anything.
He literally shapes his pubic hair.
Hey, yo, get out. Get out.
You like a smooth ride, do you, Six Erkin? I get you.
Get out the room. Get out.
One long line.
Get out the room. Get out. Get out. Get out.
No, you wanted to talk about sheep and pig. Why can't I say?
You do a lot of manscaping down there. That's all right, Six Erkin. That's all right. You said yourself you want to be a pig.
All right, get out of my room. Seriously, get out of my room.
There's less air resistance, obviously.
Not let me concentrate, man. The switch up between me and your mother, well, the reason that got cut off is because that bit. You know, I was gonna say
go ahead.
something
You can
crazy,
say it.
let me not talk too much.
You know you want to.
Yo, someone ban the salad tosser. Can we ban that guy, please? Thank you.
That sounds really harsh,
Can we ban
man.
him? Thanks very much.
Get ready for the next battle.
Oh, for
She did throw a controller at his head, good God. It was kind of funny. He didn't seem to be that bothered by it, though.
She needs to stop answering questions.
That's why I think they just have this kind of relationship where they just shit on each other all the time. I don't know. It's kind of weird. I don't really get abuse vibes from him, which makes it even weirder
Your
somehow.
mom jokes pushing 40 get a life. Also, what's Shank's favorite restaurant?
And the salad tosser. That should be a good t-shirt, huh? Mods, toss a salad.
Round 2. Fight.
That's it. If there's grass on the field, don't play ball. Act. Well, yeah, it's overgrown, man. I believe she comes back. We'll just watch this until then. Wabbing. Dude's wabbing too much. It's bullshit. Damn it! Get kicked in the face. How'd that feel?
Round 3. Fight.
No, I haven't tried her yet, Harry. I haven't gotten the DLC yet. I'm saving up my my gamer money for Gun and Breaker 4. Because I have a budget. DSP, pay attention. You have a budget. You set aside a little bit of money. See, that's cheating. You can't do a low parry. That's actually not in the game. Wabbing again. When's she gonna come back? Get back in here. Yeah, okay, so she comes back around.
Virgo_VA says I have a PS5
Don't get mad,
now
sir.
on the ones on Multiversus.
Mods, toss his salad with the Saturn stick, bruv. Please no. Bring back the girlfriend. Where's she at?
Hold
on a minute.
Undrinkable water in a sore sky.
Okay. Yeah, for real, L Sandwich. Yeah, he gets really annoyed with that. He doesn't think anybody should do grabs ever. And when someone pointed that out to him, they said, hey, he's a grappler. He's supposed to do grabs. I forget exactly what he said, but it was essentially he should aspire to do more than grab. Okay. How about I hit you and then grab? Get that ass salad tossed. Get that ass salad tossed. It's kind of hard to say. Get back here, Six Erkin. I hope this is the video that I'm thinking of. I hope it's not the other one. But that we get some more goofy DSP segments here.
Knees for empty in a sore sky.
I like your bonnet.
Question mark in.
Where is she? I'm skipping her. For real? Okay, then I must have the wrong video. Let me see if it's this one. Oh god.
Report this account. I'm gonna report this account. 100% cheating.
Nah, cheating again.
Fuck out of here. Yeah, tell him to send me an invite. Tell him to send me an invite. I don't see no invite. I'm not fighting him if he's on PC.
Damn it, I can't find it.
Hell, hello.
That's a friend or something.
Is that Twitch?
Yeah.
Where's the mod?
Where's the mods? Who do we need to ban?
That one, the race.
Let me see if I can find it real quick. Because he did some, like I said, some goofy DSP shit on there. Let's see. 6 Erkin. Girlfriend. Because that was exposed. Is there an exposed, or exposed 2? So is there an exposed 1? Yeah. Here it is. Here it is.
PlayStation Plus for free.
So you don't even have the, you don't even have hybrid. The girl that.
You say?
Yeah,
I think this is it. Hope so.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. There ain't no friends around here. I've got enemies. This is war. Yo, what are you talking about?
You had money, you scam people, you just spent it
You're a
on burgers.
fucking enemy because.
Boy, you got a license for that grab, bruv.
I got a license right here.
Well, license is a license. Can't interfere.
Bloody hell.
Thank you very much, good God. No, now I need to hear DSP voice in different accents. I don't know if I can't really do accents that well. Otherwise, I would do it. Can't do it. I need someone who has a really good English accent. Please do a DSP impression and record it. I need to hear it.
Because what are they?
That actress, you said that's your friend?
Thank you very much, good
The
God.
girl that plays X-Men. What's her name?
Wolverine's daughter.
Yeah.
Why are you
sorry.
lying?
She's my mate in real life.
No, she's not. You said the
Daphne
same thing.
Keane.
He said
Daphne
the-
Keane. That's my
who's
mate.
the-
Daphne Keane. That's my
who's the
mate.
people. What are they called?
Shits and gigs.
Shits and gigs. You try to say that like.
Don't say that because they might be watching. They might be
That is
watching.
fine. Watch him. He thinks he's your friend.
He's my mate.
What lobby you in? What lobby? You in?
I'm in UK 10001. UK 101.
Who else
Okay,
is your friend that you said?
Oh my days! Look, I'm not even gonna read out that comment
What?
on Twitch. I'm not gonna read it out.
Where is it?
There's actually quite a few
Alright,
videos of
I'ma
him
be
getting shit on
at the cloud
by his
under the
girlfriend.
practice.
Shut up, you little bitch.
Yo, don't talk to my people like that.
Is she talking to me?
She ain't talking to you. But you can talk to her if you want. Hold on, talk to this guy who wants to chat to you.
Talk to anyone.
Alright, get out of my room. Just get out of my room.
Shanks needs a sneakers. She is not herself when she is hungry.
Ice cream.
I need to hear it,
guys.
Darksy.
Munchies.
I knew he was gonna get that one. Fatty.
Alright, I created.
Yeah, but obviously everyone's gonna join, so we'll kick these idiots out. What do I want, guys? What do I actually want? I just want.
Oh yeah, this is
Coke,
another
that's
thing.
all.
He always orders food and has her go get it.
He's gonna get a cheeseburger. He's gonna
Coke, 3 cheeseburgers, 2 flat fries, 20 nuggets. 3 cheeseburgers, 2 fries, and 20 nuggets. That's not big. McDonald's is small.
Right. Bro, you'll be able to do
Oh yeah, we gotta get some
Everything
McDonald's.
is small when you're built like the Fat Popper from Halo.
Oh hell yeah, love Halo.
No one.
No, Trevin, not really.
1 second.
He's
let me
kind of
sort
got
out
a
my
doughy
order.
face, I
Sort
think.
my order. How many matches have you had on this game?
How many matches?
Mm.
On
I
the
don't think I'm
PS4
gonna
version, I
find
have,
it. It's
like, a
too
lot.
specific.
How many numbers wise?
So I'll go ahead and tell you. At one point, she starts making fun of his build,
KFC is actually getting mid, but I like the wings.
Like 300 matches.
and he does a DSP style tummy
That's
audit.
very nice.
He stands up and
Right,
shows
let
his
me,
stomach
what
to
else
the
should I
camera.
get? I think I just want that.
And he
I'll
doesn't
be real,
necessarily
I'm
prove
hungry.
anything because he looks very doughy.
Yo.
Yeah, what? Birthday cake donut. What's that all about? That can't be right. Melon chunks. Jesus. Guys, what else should I get?
Is Six
She don't even
Erkin's
cook?
girlfriend good looking at least?
No.
I have never seen her.
Someone just, hold
I'm
on.
told that she's a very large lady though. Mostly by Six Erkin. He says that she's fat as hell.
I'm back, bro. I'm drawing back.
Oh, it kicked me out of the fucking lobby.
Don't worry, I'm drawing back, bro.
I already cooked and you ate.
What happened? Did you get kicked out of the
You
game?
know how many chickens I served him on his plate? How many? 7 or 8?
I had eight chickens, yeah.
Yeah, and you ate all of it.
Personally, I think Shanks can cook.
Who said that?
She can't cook for shit.
Why are you saying I can't cook when you literally
I'm going to the UK lobby one.
Alright, the guy that said chunky, ban him, please.
Oh shit.
He's lying. he's always.
Hey, I'll have you know, Game Master, that is an exclusive iPhone that only he owns. He told us that a couple times.
I
and
don't.
People
I
laughed
really
at him because it's
At
funny.
least I'm being brutally honest now. I do not like your cooking.
Look at how long his nails are. Those are gross, man.
I'm full.
Cut your nails, dude.
I eat it like this.
Bro, you literally eat the bone, bro. The way you eat. No, you don't.
I hate marital drama.
He takes the meat off. You lie so
What's the thing you do? What's the thing you do? Go on, do the thing. She.
Come by the spawn. Come by the.
I'm back.
Sorry, who TTS me and it didn't go through? Oh, sorry.
I'm back, girlfriend.
Stupid
We're not
TTS
done having
anyway.
fun.
Thanks for the £5, pussy.
You want to go again?
I'll go again right now. They've kicked me out.
All right.
DSP got some money.
In our ring.
Let's check in on the guy real quick. Let me see what the dude's up to. Mr. Phil Burnell, I believe his name is. DSP Gaming. DSP Gaming up to Stardew Valley.
It's over. And I'm like, well, once again, didn't do this. It's just,
Holy shit,
I always
$155.
lose track of time. The game has so much going on.
I can only listen to so many crybabies today. No, you cannot, Zambi.
We heard it. What, you guys heard it?
Stolen valor.
How
Baby
did you-
Shanks get on camera.
Sorry, are you tired? What, are you tired?
Say dad.
Are you tired?
I'm good.
Are you tired?
When I answer a question more than once, shut up.
Yes or no, are you tired? It's a simple yes or no.
Good, I said.
Yes or no, are you
So
tired?
irritating,
Yes or no, are you tired?
Yes or no, are you a retard?
I really believe he
Oops.
is. Because he got banned twice already.
They have such a cute relationship.
Sorry about the language, guys.
I said.
Sorry about the language.
It's so adorable.
All right,
Or like
create the ring.
couple
I'm
goals.
not
I've been
Irish.
joined.
6 put baddie Shanks on stream. Damn.
Someone said I'm Irish.
No, this isn't Jordan. This is
I've been joined.
I don't know.
But
who
you need to
donated.
stop running your mouth.
Is it
Sounds
Jordan?
so good when she mad.
You talking to
You're
me?
taking too long.
Hey, it said it was some other dude, not Jordan. So
I was
probably
talking to you,
some
you need to
OIC
just
on
keep
the
your mouth
side.
quiet
Get
as well.
him whoever she is.
Nah, I'm not gonna keep my mouth
You
quiet.
need to
keep
be.
your mouth
No
quiet.
one's
You were
talking to you.
quiet.
Why am I talking to two idiots? Why am I talking to the two stooges of my life? Why am I talking to the two idiots of my
To
life?
come downstairs.
Last time you cut your nails.
You still train.
My nails?
They look disgusting.
6 won't do anything.
I don't cut my nails. Nails are combat effective. They're God given. You don't cut the size of your dingaling. You don't cut it down. It's big enough.
What?
You have cut your thing.
When you
that's why
joining?
you're circumcised.
It's not letting me join, son. I don't.
Do what
I
now?
don't
What
quite
was
frankly-
that?
Down is big enough.
What do you mean? You have cut your thing.
When you
that's why you're
joining?
circumcised.
It's not letting me join, son.
You should
I don't-
probably
I don't
escort
wanna-
her out of the
quite
room.
frankly, I don't even want to play with you.
Man's
Bro.
really thought he was going to Evo.
Guys, one more fight. Not this guy. It's
Damn
crashed.
no.
Why not me? You scared?
I'm not scared. The game is crashed. The
Raymond
game is
did.
crashed.
I
The
never
game is
done
crashed.
that.
Also, what do you mean nails are
Can't play with
combat
you, the game is
effective?
crashed.
He can't afford Evo
No, they're not.
tickets.
They can come right off.
No, it's not.
6 brokey.
I've clicked it again and it's
6
still
has a
doing this
little
long thing.
dingling.
He's the woman of the relationship. Ban him, please.
That's the
Oh,
damn
did
truth.
that hurt your feelings?
Erkin is always getting his ass beat. He got caught with a big dildo.
What
when
is wrong with
Shanks
being
was
the
not
woman?
home, and he
Is there
cried
something
when
wrong with
Shanks
women,
beat his
or do you see it
ass.
as a power
Like
dynamic
a
thing?
child
You don't
needing
like it.
Discipline.
One thing I will say, I've seen a few people say this. I've never
6
given anyone
bucket
that time.
again.
Oh yeah, someone said Parasite Eve, he's gonna destroy you in fighters, and he ain't even good at this game. He's
I
only good at
have
picking
no
things,
idea
so,
who that is.
Yeah, I don't know who that is
who
either.
So like,
6
you
has
should
a
like one
little
v one, to be
dingling.
honest.
Yeah, exactly, Lackbreak. It
6
just doesn't really
broke
work.
again. 6 chat makes an
This is a boy's room. There's gonna be an odor in here.
Shanks is
Oh, it's a
amazing.
man zone.
I don't know what the problem is. He's walking around like this. I don't know. There's gonna be an odor in a boy's room. That's called a masculine smell.
Stop lying. A man's room would smell nice. Only if he showers every day. So Erkin, here's my question for you.
He just doesn't wipe his-
your ass
He did not. He's a gross individual.
I don't know what it is, yeah. Like, when he
Shanks
wakes
is a
up, yeah,
baddie.
the room's just musty as fuck. And then
That smells like
ass.
when he's gaming, it's just musty. It's
No,
probably
that's
like
Dang,
bare
Parasite.
fucking-
Unblock you? Could you kick on
Then
inviting
you
him on
have the
Tekken
PC
8?
and
That's
the
crazy.
PlayStation at once.
That's the PC. The PC is there's some sort of
No way.
Dead animal in the PC,
Shanks is
obviously.
exposing you for smelling like hot ass. hot garbage, and poo-tang pie.
Oh, gross.
Bro,
Every mate, I don't want to play against you. I don't want to play against you.
all right, don't play against me. Just
I think so, Lackey Bracky. We do our weekly shower.
The computer blows hot air. That's what the smell.
Six shot.
You said it was a man's room.
Yo, it smells like that. This week.
Oh, nice.
I'm downstairs.
You got the Chris Chan
Near
energy
the
going on.
entrance.
What? All right. What's your name? What are you, black guy, white guy?
Mako. Mako.
Are you a black guy or a white guy?
Why does that matter?
I'm black.
You're what?
Black.
I'm
Why
black.
are you
I'm black.
using
I
only
changed my
female
mind.
characters?
Changed my
Six
answer.
shot himself.
Why not?
Six shot himself.
Shit, Erkin.
Chicken Clan and kids, this is why you must shower every day. Otherwise, you'll smell like Erkin. Now.
Okay, well, I couldn't find the exact one that I'm looking for, but partially that's a good thing. And I'll tell you why that's a good thing. We all enjoyed that clip of DSP getting berated by Leanna. And we've enjoyed the videos where Elena shitted on LTG right to his face. What's kind of cool about Erkin and his girlfriend is that there's multiple videos where this happens, so you can get that same experience plenty of times. But yeah, the one that I had found, which was really funny, was that he was talking about how good of shape he was in, and she just starts laughing and says, "You're not in shape at all. You don't work out at all. You don't lift anything. You don't walk. You don't do anything. You sit there and let me get your food all the time." And he gets really frustrated by this and stands up and shows off his stomach. But thankfully, he keeps his shirt on. But he shows it off to the camera and says, "What? Look at all this muscle. Look at all this. You're saying I'm not fat or I'm not fit?" And he isn't fit. He's kind of chunky, but whatever. If he was LTG, the dude would have gotten banned. Yeah, he would have said that they were a Balrog and muted them. All right, so I think that's all I'm going to cover today. I do want to find the correct video I was talking about with Erkin. I'll find it eventually. But I'm good God, no, I'm glad you think that. I hope that some people had a little bit of fun with these other two lolcows that are a little bit more obscure, the Daniel Lord and Erkin. Erkin he's a multifaceted lolcow. He has some really funny interactions with his girlfriend. He's got some very, very bizarre tantrums he goes on, or bizarre rants, where he talks about how he's, been in the prison system for half of his life, stuff like that, which would mean that he's been in prison for 12 years, because I think he's 23 maybe. And he lies about that too. He says he's much older than he is. He's 23. And he also is just explosive with games. He flips the hell out, screams, starts crying, slams his controller into his camera all the time. It's really funny stuff. So it's worth watching some of his stuff. Daniel Lord, though, he's someone to have on kind of in the background and then get startled by weird shit he says. But yeah, that's it for covering the other lolcows. I'll go back to watching DSP tomorrow. He's playing what, Friday Night Fights again? Oh goodness. I'm sure he's gonna do great. But he's a unique dude. Maybe because he said he used to be a woman too. Wait, who? He said one stream that occasionally he won't get up and go to the bathroom during long game sessions. I won't elaborate further, but damn, he goes into pretty vulgar detail. Are we talking about Erkin? Anyway, that's it for me tonight, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Like I said, I'll be here tomorrow for DSP Friday Night Fights. Take care, everyone. Have a fantastic night. And what's the big takeaway here? If you walk around your place of employment and record where all the safes are, where all the cameras are looking, that the door to the cash register is completely unlocked, just know that if you post that video on YouTube, it's going to be complete bullshit when your boss has an issue with it. Take care, everyone. Have a great night.
Y'all have a great, safe, blessed day. You know what? I'm going to end this video on a really good, highly vibrational note.
Why should I allow you to talk when you don't support me? You don't give me any money to pay my bills, so therefore you're worthless to me. You don't have anything nice to say, therefore you're worthless to me. All you want to do is say snide comments, snide remarks, therefore you're worthless to me. You guys don't support me financially. You don't support me in a positive way. You don't encourage me to do great things. You don't fucking support me. So why should I support you and give you motherfucking assholes the right to say whatever the fuck you want? You don't get that fucking privilege. I won't let you have that fucking privilege. You want an opinion on this channel? Then donate some money. Put up or shut up. You want the right to talk on this channel? You want privileges? Then start paying my bills, motherfucker. Until you start paying my fucking bills, then you don't have the right, you don't have the privilege or the authority to say whatever the fuck you want on my fucking channel. Because I won't give you the privilege. Because if you're not supporting me monetarily, then you're fucking worthless to me.
Take care and be blessed, all of you. And may you find great light, power, and goodness within yourselves and redeem yourselves and just get out of the toxic minority. Period. Be with the majority and be good.
Get a 60-day supply of platinum.
No? I'm gonna say somebody in Russia just died, and another just died with that second gunshot. Somebody really toxic. Maybe Putin died by his own sword. Anyway, we have cleared the air. Everything is good. All of you take care and have a blessed, safe day and night.